stop, hell nah, that's not like me. Back out, waiting for nothing, I get it right now. Seizing the moment, no time to lay around. Will we ever stop? Hell nah, that's not likely. Will I ever stop? Hell nah, that's not like me. My plate need filling up, talk about it, I seen enough. Off-road in a monster truck, never cried or complained. Jealousy not in my veins, when they laughed at all our pains. Bottom floor, sky's the limit, breaking every box. What you know, get at your feelings, bro. I can see it in your eyes, they can sense it in your soul. I just take the good with the bad, then I made it go. We don't back down. Who they talking to? Right now, I'm the one to bust a move. We don't back down. Who they talking to? Right now, had to get it like this. Back out, waiting for nothing, I get it right now. Seizing the moment, no time to lay around. Will we ever stop? Hell nah, that's not likely. Will I ever stop? Hell nah, that's not like me. Back out, waiting for nothing, I get it right now. Seizing the moment, no time to lay around. Who they talking to? I'm the one to bust a move. Who they talking to? Had to get it like this. Get it like this, now passion like gifts. Thirsty, get a sip. All this hustle, never quit, I'm posted up. Making plays, never fake it like I'm late. Call the firefighters, but the building burning down quick. How the devil sabi when I'm walking through the lobby. Drip all on my drip, they get mad and still wanna copy. I can't even blame you though, I see all the things that you really don't. Walk up to the mic, blaze it up. They start flocking, mind on $1 million in miles per hour. Used to play the small pond, now I'm swimming with the sharks in the ocean deep waters. On my breath, keep it up. All my life I work for it. All my life. We don't back down. Who they talking to? Right now, I'm the one to bust a move. We don't back down. Who they talking to? Right now, had to get it like this. Who they talking to? I'm the one to bust a move. Who they talking to? Had to get it like this. Who they talking to? I'm the one to bust a move. Who they talking to? Had to get it like this. Back out, waiting for nothing, I get it right now. Seizing the moment, no time to lay around. Who they talking to? I'm the one to bust a move. Who they talking to? Had to get it like this.
My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I'm where I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. Money makes a girl act different. All couture, yeah, I made it out the kitchen. I don't wanna listen to a boy with a severe lack of vision. I'm on a mission, yeah, I don't get stuck in traditions, nah. I'm on my business, y'all are my witness. Fill my cup with a splash of citrus. Make lemonade, that's what gets me paid, yeah, yeah. Turn a sour day into a power play, yeah, yeah. Superpower, babe, let me light the way. Give me space now, you should know your place, yeah, yeah, yeah. That money comes easy, no risk, no tax, no forcing it. Big stacks to the ass where I'm sourcing it. First class, I can sell a whole course in it. That money comes easy, I'm the one with the cash influx, yeah. I'm the one they trust with the big, big bucks, yeah, I bring good luck. My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I'm where I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. My price went up, speak to my people. Yes, there's a fee to see me, oh, I'm way too regal. Just look, don't touch, stay off my aura. Oh, I know when the energy, they all need more of. Upgrade, made an upgrade. I get paid more, cause I win the race. No shade, but you wouldn't even place. Upgrade, yeah, made an upgrade. Upgrade, made an upgrade. No fake, yeah, I did an upgrade. You could try, but it won't be the same. I'm a winning why I put it on my name. That money comes easy, no risk, no tax, no forcing it. Big stacks to the ass where I'm sourcing it. First class, I can sell a whole course in it. That money comes easy, I'm the one with the cash influx, yeah. I'm the one they trust with the big, big bucks, yeah, I bring good luck. My price went up, you can't afford me. I'm everywhere, I'm where I know you can't ignore me. I cost too much, yeah, pay just to see me. They're taking notes, so yeah, I know they wanna be me. My price went up, speak to my people. Yes, there's a fee to see me, oh, I'm way too regal. Just look, don't touch, stay off my aura. Oh, I know when the energy, they all need more of, yeah.
That will fight to the death. Command respect, even if you come to your neck. I'll be teaching you a lesson gonna do? What you wanna do? You wanna run with the best, better buckle up. Is that your pride on the floor? Better pick it up. Knuckle up, buckle up. Are you tough enough? Better prove it. You wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. Is that your pride on the floor? Better pick it up. Buckle up, knuckle up. Are you tough enough? Prove it. When they see me coming, they flow, Joe. Hot tail hurdle jump, get low, 'cause they know they don't want it. I'm a hair trigger, let it pop off with a spark, I explode. Violate codes, throwing them bows and I'm cracking them bones. Now everybody knows that anything goes. I lose all composure until the case closed. Yo, slam the gavel down, rabble gather round. I love to hear the sound of Coliseum crowd. Gladiator hearts are calculating mine. Survival is an art, fight to stay alive. They hate me when I win, forget me when I lose. Warrior inside a grizzly when I move. The universe is my battlefield, and I'm a champion for the people with massive appeal. Yo, you wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. That's your name on the line, better live it up. You got a crown on your head, better give it up. Kicking ass, taking names, and it's not enough. You wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. Yo, your name on the line, better live it up. You got a crown on your head, you can give it up. Kicking ass, taking names, and it's not enough.
Go, baby!
You wanna run with the best, better buckle up. Is that your pride on the floor? Better pick it up.
Oh, my God!
Knuckle up. Are you tough enough? Prove it. Oh no! When they see me coming, they flow, Joe. Hot tail hurdle jump, get low, 'cause they know they don't want it. I'm a hair trigger, let it pop off with a spark, I explode. Violate codes, throwing them bows and I'm cracking them bones. Now everybody knows that anything goes. I lose all composure until the case closed. Yo, slam the gavel down, rabble gather round. I love to hear the sound of Coliseum crowd. Gladiator hearts are calculating mine. Survival is an art, fight to stay alive. They hate me when I win, forget me when I lose. Warrior inside a grizzly when I move. The universe is my battlefield, and I'm a champion for the people with mass appeal. Yo, you wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. That's your name on the line, better live it up.
Nice,
You got a
baby,
crown
come
on
on.
your head, better give it up. Kicking ass, taking names, and it's not enough. You wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. Yo, your name on the line, better live it up. You got a crown on your head, you gon' give it up. I'm kicking ass, taking names, and it's not enough. You wanna run with the best, better buckle up. Is that your pride on the floor? Better pick it up. Knuckle up, buckle up. Are you tough enough? Better prove it. You wanna ride with the best, better buckle up. Is that your pride on the floor? Better pick it up. Buckle up, knuckle up. Are you tough enough? Prove it.
My God.
Prove it.
Guys, what are you doing? You're so nervous!
The Paris Gentlemates, your Major 1 champions. We're going the distance. Back over to him, but instead, he's able to hold it. The chow from Dashy, the pistol will connect Dashy with the 1v1 clutch. Not afraid of the chow. Give me kill number 3. Neptune is final. That was just utter filth.
Blink and you missed it. Already a quarter of the way through the Black Ops 7 season. Welcome back, everybody. We finished Major 1, had a 2-week break, and Ranked came out. I've been nothing but grinding, but what have you two been up to? Let's start with you, Nameless.
I've been grinding. What do you mean just playing Ranked all day long? It's been an absolute blast. I mean, coming off that last major, the passion is back on 10. I mean, every match was incredible. The crowd was rocking. COD's in a great place.
The only thing rough about Texas was the trophy. Let's start, though, about your favorite portion of Major 1, Allie.
It had to be when we were all at the desk thinking that FaZe Vegas were about to close it versus Paris Gentlemates, and then watching the entire crowd after Neptune hit that first 1v3, and then the next 1v2. It was electric in that building.
Some of the biggest clutches we've seen here at the CDL as Paris Gentlemates lock in not just the match against FaZe, they take home the trophy. Paris, the best team in Call of Duty out of the gates. Let's talk about what makes this team so strong.
Yeah, I mean, the best hardpoint team that we have in the game and the best team in the game, you just said it. I mean, all these players performing at a high level, Ghosty continuing to get better, and then your MVP and Neptune. Since coming into the league last year, I mean, lit it up in HP. Definitely the best hardpoint player, but he has the ability to just pull off these crazy moments and like take the momentum away from the other squad. And you saw that on full display all tournament long versus Thieves at the end. And then you talk about the phase one, Allie, taking over the search.
Yeah, and of course it was a feel-good moment for him as well, not only being the MVP and getting these clutches, but he's a player who placed second so much last year, finally able to get a win through the hoop to feel like now when you get to finals, you have some pressure off of you. But Paris Gentlemates, easily the most consistent team as well throughout the entirety of the weekend. Heading into Major 1, I mean, that first day, upsets galore, a lot of teams not performing the way we were expecting them to, but for Paris Gentlemates, it's a big win.
Envoy world champion Dan Gossi raising 2 trophies last year, but for this man, Neptune raises gold for the first time, and not only does he raise the trophy, he does it with MVP honors. Allie, you mentioned the clutches, but outside of those 2 rounds, this guy was a highlight reel as well.
100%. I mean, he was just a consistent slayer, and you know he's always going to make the right choice. This is a player who has not only come from another game, but strategically he's had to go back down to challengers and really rework his play style to find his place in the league this
Well,
season.
we saw Paris Gentlemates able to clutch up in those big situations. A team that had an opportunity but fell short was LA Thieves, and they decided that, well, this is not going to be the starting lineup for the rest of the season. We got to do something different. Why is Kenny the man moving his way out of the starting lineup?
Yeah, a lot of haters were right at this point saying that the Thieves are going to make the change, and Kenny individually has been underperforming. I think coming into the year you would say he doesn't have to individually pop off for this team to do some damage, but I think the LA Thieves camp, they looked at it and said it's just a bit too much when we can go get a spark from challengers, and that's what they're hoping Neum is going to be. Come in, play super fast-paced, because that's how this game is played right now, and be that complement to Scrap, where like you can smother people. So yeah, LA Thieves, they have a ton of work to do, but from what we've seen from Neum in challengers and from what everybody says about him is that he's a great teammate and he does play that fast pace, as you watch some of his highlights here.
I've been hearing this name Neum for 2 years now. Why are you excited to see him now for LA Thieves?
Well, because you look at this LA Thieves roster and it was supposed to be a superstar stacked lineup, right? And I feel like we haven't really gotten superstar performances or numbers out of a majority of them. So now you're hoping this change. You bring in a challenger player. We saw what it's done to other teams, and not only just overall their team chemistry, but also the pacing that they play, which this game takes a lot of engagement. You need to be faster, so hopefully he ups it for LA Thieves.
If you have your finger on the pulse here at the CDL, you know that LA Thieves has one of the biggest salaries. Cloud9, on the other hand, the rumor is the smallest. Let's take a look at the 4 players that decided to sign the deal. Lots of offers went out after Major 1. We saw guys like Spart from the Bush saying, they came to me, they said I could build a team, but I felt I was safer in challengers. These 4 take the risk. They're moving up to the big leagues. And for a guy like Okus, you've had success on the big stage. He's won $170,000 in competitive gaming in other titles. Now he moves over from challengers. The Cloud9 squad wipe is in. What's the true expectation, though?
Yeah, the true expectation, I mean, you look at it, it's going to be pretty grim because these weren't the players that were next up, right?
Yes.
You look at it, all of them were getting top 24. I think Okus had the best placing out of all of them at the Challengers event, which is like top 8. 2 of them played together on the Stallions when you're talking about Hyde and Encourage. But I think you're just hoping if you're C9 and you're a C9 fan that these players develop, right? Because this is just a shot in the dark for C9. Let's get some hungry players and develop them over time, and maybe it'll turn into something. And for you saw Okus, like the kid has talent. Like he came from Fortnite. You got to be turned to play Fortnite. This game is also like that, right? Super fast paced, so he has some transferable skills, and he's looked good so far.
He made it all the way to the grand finals at EWC. Allie, real quick though on Cloud9, we know that they're at the bottom right now. If you're thinking, oh, they're just waiting for other teams to make changes and they'll pick up all those pieces, how long can they wait before you got to lock in? Because only the top 8 are making it to champs.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Vegas Falcons did it for a whole season. They did it for almost 2 years. So for C9, you can kind of do it for as long as you want, considering the situation of the organization. It kind of just feels like pre-CDL era when you would have challenger teams and you were just hoping maybe they get comfortable, maybe they make an upset, maybe they make a run. It's all question marks for Cloud9 right now.
Yeah, there's no expectation on this team, from my eyes at this point, right? Because you look at them, none of them are next up realistically, right? They haven't been performing that well in challenges.
Power rankings, they're at the bottom. Let's start there and work our way up because, believe it or not, we matched BreakingPoint.gg. I grilled you two yesterday during rehearsal. Then we looked at the site, and it seems all of the Call of Duty experts are in agreement. Cloud9 is at the bottom, but here in the D tier, we got Boston, Vancouver, and Carolina. You've got Miami and Koi alone in C. And what I find interesting is you guys now think G2 is better than LA Thieves and Riyadh.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from what we see from G2, top 3 hardpoint team, they got some maps in the bag nobody else wants to play. When you talk about Blackheart and Colossus, Lanimals, like you said, Skies has been performing consistently, and now there is an argument like they are a regression candidate if you believe that Skies isn't going to continue to play this way. But I do. I think they have a good system in place, and I believe Mamba is still surging, and there's room for growth rather than regression in G2.
This is also one of the first times we've had a tier list where it feels like there's not a lot of teams near the top because of the way the major went. So many teams fell flat. You're talking LA fell flat, Koi fell flat, even Miami had some expectations that they didn't live up to. So it feels like the rest of the league is just battling to be mid-tier at this point while you have those like...
Hold that thought. We got to move it on because the first match is ready to go. Before we get to that, here's your standings. We're starting fresh here at stage 2. What does that mean? Everyone has 0 wins, 0 losses. And this time, there's some extra pressure. Only the top 10 get to play on land. If you don't finish in the top 10, you will be sitting on the sideline watching Birmingham from home.
Yeah, you won't even be going to Birmingham, which is tough. So, the top 10 teams go. 7 through 10 will be paying a play-in on that first day, for only 2 teams to make it into the 8-team bracket that we will have. So, a new format. Everybody's playing everybody. A ton of Call of Duty is going to be played in this next six weeks, and we're going to really weed out who the best players are.
6 weeks of qualifiers start when we return. The first match coming up, it's Optic Texas, runners-up from their home major, taking on Boston, trying to move up from that D tier.
Come on! Let's go, Bert. Let's go, if he's, come on.
Who's built for the big save?
The Heretics ready to dive in. Thanks to Four and Snoopy. Come on, wipes them all. But Hydra with the switch impossible. He's making top room. So damn happy. It's Sykes. Down a bruiser. Dominance on the grandest stage.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the Boston breach sanctioned by the CEO. All weapons have been authorized for use during the breach. No restrictions. This is breach, not a test.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the first qualifier match of stage number 2 as we head into Birmingham in the UK. This is Optic Texas taking on Boston, and I want to start here with the Optic squad. A lot of hype, a huge run through that winner's bracket. Where did they slip up towards the end of their tournament run?
Yeah, search and destroys, a lot of rounds. You know, we broke down at the major that they just kind of threw away.
Yeah.
You think about the raid. I know that's the one that, you know, they're all having nightmares of, or the end of the Scar, where, you know, they're pushing, Dashy's flanking, and it just gets away from them a little bit. So for them, you clean up those small things. They're playing a really tough opponent in that grand final. I still think Optic is a very good search and destroy team. But in your Monster Energy pregame, you saw they've become dominant at Overload. There's no team better than them there.
On the graphic, we had 2 teams teams in the S tier, do you have Optic as number 1 or number 2?
Number 2, of course, because they just lost to Parish Gentlemates. And looking at the consistency from Parish Gentlemates, where Optic Texas have felt a lot of the fifth man motivation, I'm obviously going to have to put them in second. But that's not to put any slack on them. They are still the best overload team in the game right now. They are still an incredibly strong respawn team. Like Ant said, their only struggle is going to be that search and destroy. They lost 3 of them to the Gentlemates.
On the other side, you have Boston, that we all know has high ceilings as individuals, but as a whole, they have been lackluster.
Yeah.
Mediocre, some would say. And Nasty, he broke my heart with the face he made at the end of their series, knowing that they underperformed on land. They had a tough draw in that elimination bracket after coming in with a low seed, but you gotta expect more out of a team with this much talent.
I mean, just giving them like the somewhat good is they have a pretty good foundation in every game mode. And I mean, Nasty is still playing as consistent as ever. He has a 71% NTK, which is right behind Ghosty by 1%, meaning that he's getting these kills, he's not throwing his life away. So you've got a really solid, consistent AR, and you've got the slaying and overload. Him and Snoopy have 1.2s in that game mode. So the slaying isn't a problem. It's just icing up and closing out these maps when they give themselves a little bit of a breathing.
Slaying has been an issue compared to some of the other teams, but Search has been the biggest one, right?
Yeah, I would say, well, yeah, I mean, that's not great. But also HP, Chris, they haven't won a hardpoint outside of Colossus since January 10th. It's been bad. But with this team, though, I would say slaying has been an issue. I think Purge has not been performing. SMG duo in general, in my opinion, they've been one of the weaker SMG duos that we have in the league. And what's weird about it, like you said, Nasty's been playing well. Cammy's turned up in the last couple of series that they've had. Like, he's not been playing that bad. So I think it's on the subs.
Subs, eyes are on you today. Let's take a look at your maps and modes as we get into this first best of 5. Wheeler, Boston's got to beat Optic early in this best of 5 if they want to make it out. They haven't been 3-0'd. Is today that day?
How'd you know that? You looked at the map stats because recently, the last 2 months, the scars haven't been great for Optic. So yes, they do. I agree with that 100%.
I actually did not look at any map stats. I'm just going off of vague comments. Allie, how do you see this breaking down?
I'm vibing. The problem is right now, Boston essentially doesn't have a map pool. I think Ant touched on that pretty well with the Colossus point and Hardpoint. Where on the flip side, Optic Texas are happy to play any. Theirs is incredibly deep across the board. I looked at the start of this. It's 2 scars. Optic obviously have a lot of repetitions there. There's a lot of vetoes. It's been kind of mid for them, but we've seen a lot of strengths as well, especially if you get Shotzi comfortable around that top P2.
It's time for your Scuff Pick'ems. Will you guys give me 2 points if I get this one right?
Yeah, me too.
I'm going with Boston Breach today.
What?
This is purely a vibe check. Snoopy was super smiley. Vibes were high from Purge. This is a fresh start after grinding Search for 2 weeks. Optic looks too locked in for an online match.
I think they're about to get pile drive. Like, I think Optic.
The first 3-0 for them?
I think they're about to cook Boston. I got Optic winning this one.
I don't know if it's going to be a cook. I'm definitely going to go Optic, though. I don't.
So 2 points if Boston wins this, all right?
Yeah, you should get 2 if you win.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
There we
Why
go.
not?
To kick off the day, we've got 2 fantastic men. In fact, they're so beautiful that we had some cards made from them.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
Which one?
Do we have the right stack?
Which?
Oh, there we go. Let's go here. We've got a lot. Vegas, FaZe.
It's the bald guy.
Gold. Where's the bald guy at? You see him? Is that him? Can you hold that one up?
Yeah, we got Clint right here. Shout out to Vegas FaZe.
And then Joe. Which one do you think you
guys want to
are?
hold your cards?
I don't even want to know.
Oh, yeah, Joe. So give me the other one.
Yeah, we'll just bring this to you,
They
Joe.
completely messed Joe up. Let's see.
There you go. Sorry.
Everybody looks very good.
Find yourself in the pack.
So, Clint, which one is Joe, bro?
I have no idea. He's got to be the eyebrows, bro.
What does that mean?
The
You
eyebrows.
got the thick eyebrows.
Show it to the camera, fam.
This is me?
You guys
I still
can
don't
walk
even
up.
know. I have no idea.
You're not allergic to the
bald
camera.
one.
That works.
That looks like you.
I like it. Yeah,
it's gotta be
I
you.
mess with it.
I don't know which
You don't
one's
know
me.
which one's yours, Joe?
All right, Joe, I'll take the from you so you
I
can
don't know
catch
what
your
this
match.
is, and I don't really care.
Perfect.
I caught Joe!
Wait, what?
Wait, that's a call.
That's
It's a
not-
magic trick! All right, goodbye.
That's chance. For sure, that's chance.
Okay, that was a fun time, but now we're gonna focus on the commentary. Listen, we got Optic match to kick things off. They got second. And Joe, I said recently, you and I actually did an interview, I think it's gonna be coming out soon, something we did with Monster, kind of talking about this, and I, for one, thought it wasn't the worst thing them getting second, because I was a little worried with the run they've been on. They come in, they win this tournament without dropping a map. At the beginning of the year, like, that doesn't maybe keep you as hungry as something like this. Like getting seconds, a reminder this team is not invincible. It's going to keep them hungry. They're going to power forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're worried. You lost 3 searches. You got to a final. You cruised to the final. You dominated Paris.
Yeah.
There were a lot of positives to take away.
100%.
You lost to a match. You almost got to that round 11. If that happens in the game 7, who knows what happens?
It reminds me a little bit of like Thieves last year when they lost to FaZe, lost 3 searches. We're like, that team's going to be fine. They struggled in search a bit. Their struggles were a little more consistent than this Optic team, but you know, like you knew Hydra was going to turn it around. Hoop did not have a great event in Search and Destroy. Like they even won a map when he literally had 0 kills. But I feel like he's going to find his flow more. There were a lot of players that were really struggling like from that position, like Hook at this tournament, right?
Yeah,
Search.
I mean that's really it. Yeah, there were a couple of SMGs that I think just this title it's a little bit different.
It's tough.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So yeah, I think for them. Listen, if you were worried, if you were an Optic fan with the online sort of 4-3 stint, you saw when she had to land, no worries whatsoever.
No, 100% true. But I think I'm with Ant that I think Optic might come in and pile drive breach.
I agree, yeah.
You know, we did talk a little bit about Optic. It felt a little bit, and this isn't really a negative per se, because I think they can have that swagger. It was sort of listen, it's online matches. When it matters, we're going to turn up. And when it did matter, they did turn up. Yes, they got second, but like they look like a team that could win an event. They look like one of the best teams in the world. Do I think they may have the occasional online hiccup? Maybe, but I'm kind of hoping maybe that second place gets rid of that a little bit. There is a fire, there is a passion, and right now it's flowing because these boys are locked and they're locking down P2.
Yeah, we're talking about their Scar Hardpoint maybe not being one of their best. And well, they're coming out very strong here on this P2. Everybody on a spree before Mercules dies. Yeah, great start for them. And yeah, I mean, it happens to great teams. You're going to have some of these online stints where you're not all sort of locked day to day. Maybe with the change to stage 2, having 11 matches, if you're bottom 2, you don't qualify. Maybe there's a little extra motivation in that.
Yeah, I think this is where Mercules helps them too. If there is anyone that is still locked and very hungry to be a young player like that, in his second year competing, like it's a little bit easier, I think, for someone like a Dashi maybe to be like, oh, it's an online match. But I don't think Mercules feels that way at all. This guy's locked and twisted at all times.
We've heard sort of the commentaries. Is Hook already? We talked about his start. Well, great Hellstorm. Sort of what Dashi says, like plays like that are despicable. And you're just like, yeah, I agree. Like you don't want to disappoint the guy right now. He is in the prime of his career, and they know that. While he's up to 10-4.
On a 3 spree right now, looking for more. 4 dialed in, has 2 in front of him, Motel as well, and he's ahead on rotation. Shotzzy, we'll see if he can turn this into anything more. Over to 4 spree for Mercules, 4 for Shotzzy. He's still up, but battling back towards the point. You still have the spawn for Optic Texas towards next, and lurking around mid-map. That's me number 2 in Shotzzy. As he got back off spawn, he's still fighting around there. So they're in a good position for next. They're up 70. They've been in complete and utter control. On the other side of this, the one guy's kind of struggling in the site department. In Purge is only the guy finding kills right now. Everybody else needs to step it up.
Yeah, the desk kind of talked about Jamie and Nasty have been pretty solid, right? Really started to turn it around, but struggling here. And it's just tough when, I don't know, you're in this Scar blender. You never really have the spawns. You're spawning up all the way back blue, and you're just trying to take a fight, and there's, or sorry, back green, and you're just getting nothing. And that's what Optic is giving them right now. They're just in the positions, and you got to run through the middle of the map. Good luck.
Yeah, giving them nothing. That's going to be 3 dead again for Breach, finding no openings. Good job there. Mercules just staying up, getting back to full, repositioning, letting Shotzzy try to make a play down low. Every second so far been perfect here for Optic Texas. Maybe a break gonna finally come through, but even if it did, there's so little time left. Who cares? It's not the end of the world. The lead still sitting around 100. A fantastic hard point again for Optic Texas.
Yeah, you're finally gonna win a rotation here. If you're Boston, that is like the one key takeaway, one positive thing so far at this P5. But if you're already at 150 points, we are 4 hills
Is it called
through this game.
Is it called winning a rotation if you just got slammed so bad at old that you're basically giving it?
Well, yeah, because
no,
they lost the other ones. They lost the other ones, that is for sure. But Optic crushing right now, up 100. Let's go to the comms to hear what Optic's saying.
1 HP.
It's really aggressive.
I guess it's funny. Like,
Plane a bullet, Snoopy. Literally a bullet. Nice. You know,
He went their shot.
He's top grade first. Top grade shot. So weak.
Shot
top grade.
game.
No, on time.
I see it 30 times.
I'm on top grade.
B cut.
Top grade. Yeah, B cut.
Top grade 50. What's up?
B cut and on time. Purge.
Make sure we don't flip. Top grade first. One
B cut. Nice.
Watch out. Top grade.
Gens weak on you. Really weak. Hit by nade on
Watch out, third gen.
Hit by nade on ult.
You want the witches? Nice shit.
On ult, one top green.
Yo, what's Intergen? Cammy.
One guy is at ult and weak Kimmy. Two there.
Gen dead. We got.
They don't see
Yo, one to the shop, one to the
I'm nading your time.
They're side out.
I need their side
Left side out.
Left side got me.
I'm dead.
Nice, get up.
Shit. What's up, we're gonna
Intergen. A bullet Kimmy.
Oh, no, 2 gen, 2.
A bullet
Intergen, 1
Kimmy.
HP,
A bullet
2.
Kimmy.
One guy in shop.
Kimmy was there. Shot. Half health. Shot half health. He's our side shot.
We're gonna push up.
Got DK and white wall shot.
Last one on him. Yes, it's still.
Yo, on me, right side over.
Yeah, right side gen. These are shot.
On me.
These are set on my.
Yeah, heavy. Cowling dead.
There's shot dead. It's just one of you.
I'm needing time.
You shot. Watch out, right side gen. Right side gen a bullet. He's on my back.
Still shop. I'm gonna need help.
One our shop.
Our shop. A bullet. Dead. I'm gonna need help.
They live on the right color, left with you.
Top paint weak. Dead.
What's that?
Well, Breach have battled back into it a bit, now down 60, but comp's flowing for Optic. Dashy may have woke up 3 minutes before this match, but that's sometimes the case, Joe.
I mean, he's looking forward to right duos of 4-1. Who's not looking forward to that? I mean, but yeah, they gotta win this match. Boss is starting to fight back. Nasty, a couple of headshots coming through. They're winning rotations now. This is 3 kills in a row. The Breach boys have finally woken up.
That'll be all 4 dead for Optic. Great sequence from Breach. Chipping away at this lead. We've seen so many come from behind victories in hardpoint. Might be another one here. 100-point advantage for Optic for, basically through the 3rd hardpoint, through our 2nd set. They were completely in control, but let's see if we'll have a lead change. It's going to take another point or 2 for that to be the case, but waiting to see if Optic answer back this little bit of a flurry here for Breach.
Got 10 seconds left. A couple players coming off spawn. 2 players hit it with 10 seconds from Optic. So you're still going to have Mercules towards the P2. That's going to allow Snoopy to be the first one here on the plane, Hetty. But he's the only one here. You see everybody else from Boston is really the middle of the map. And, well, that just means you're going to have a team shot, and nade's going to hit you in the head, and, well, you do get on that time. So I felt like there was a chance there for Boston to just kind of take plane, but they took their time and left Snoopy out to dry.
There's still another chance here. They've got 2 dead. There's an opening, and they're going to capitalize. A pinch comes in from wall and mid. They're able to get through, and that's a big break and a big moment for Breach. If they're going to come back in this one, Snoopy out of the power position on the plane, Hetty, see what type of damage he's going to be able to do. One gets up close and personal, but his teammate's able to pick that up. We heard the comms from Optic, but now it's the rallying cry from Breach as they're swinging this comeback. Let's hear the comms from Breach.
I'm going, man.
I'm back blue. Get my plane. Everybody
me. Yeah. I'm going A search.
We gotta kill his spawn out. Yo, he's spawn for sure.
I'm trying to kill you.
Both twice. Shot. Nice. We'll see you. I'm on the back of me. There's 2 sandbags, 1 on node. Yeah, I'm down. There's 2. So you can merc. You can merc that. 1 HP. Shots just on there.
He's going deep.
I'm stunned deep right, bro. Yeah, okay.
Top blue, one bullet, boys.
I see this guy deep right.
Right side, yeah, he's right top blue.
No, he backed up, man.
No, he's behind you.
Oh, nice.
Back up, Dashy. Back up, Dashy.
Nice shit. Nice to go. Back over half HP, really weak. Nice, good job, bro. Mr. Shot's the only guy. I'm in back spawned out. Top, you can shot white wall to me. Top left, my back left. My hit back left. Absolute back, boys. Absolute deep back, there's 2.
Get on time, I'm playing top second. I'm going back right.
Nice, sorry. Shit.
I'm top peak one shot.
Shot, see weak.
One shot.
Go. Yeah. Both front door. They're running.
Right shot, thank you. Right shot, can you stop us something?
Nice.
More, no. Stop Merc.
Deficit 45. Swinging it closer, but it'll be an early setup and hold from Optic Texas now at the P5. You've got to get a break here if you're Breach.
Yeah, listen, Breach right at the start of that listening, at the end of that P3, like they kind of pinched with Nasty, and that spawned Optic towards blue. I think it could have been a little bit cleaner for Boston if they control that. Maybe it's a closer game or a tie game, and then they're able to set up at that P4. But it was very messy at P4. Now we're headed to this P5. They're able to find an early break.
Yeah, they needed the break, and they're able to get it. This could be the break that could really sell the comeback. Nasty has turned it up. Purge really solid from the get-go. His 5 spree comes to an end. Nasty's spree still going to go. He has a Hellstorm to work with. We'll see when that comes into play. But for now, holding it in the back pocket. as they're battling to get as much of this time as they can. But with only 10 seconds remaining now, we'll get back to mid-map into our third set. Optic have done just enough to hold on to this lead, but we'll see if it'll be just enough or if it'll be a big play from Breach that'll seal it.
Yeah, and I mean, Shotzi's really stepping it up here. This is a map like sometimes he would struggle on, right? Like trying to force, he would force the drive it, but the entire time outside of the P4, we've seen him with the M15 in hand, so he's finding his kills. And when we talked about Mercules, he's just motivated every single match, and that is the power of the young blood, and he continues to go off. 36 and 21, a big win there to get on a P1.
I thought that was the biggest difference between online and LAN. I mean, Shotzi did not have a good stint online leading into the event, but on LAN became a different beast, turned it up, and well, they made it to a final. Nasty streak now has to be used. There's only 10 more ticks needed for Optic Texas to close out the map 1. The streak is going to pick one out of the point, allow Purge to get in. He'll connect onto a second with the streak as well. You thought maybe a lifeline for Breach for a moment, but still fighting inside of the point is going to be the Optic Texas boys, and that will seal it. A 70-point victory, 250 to 180 on the map 1. Led by as much as, what, 100 to 120. Got as close as 20 or so. Breach just came alive a little too late. I feel like we've chatted about that with a lot of teams this year. Well, maybe it's every year. Like, yeah, you go down 100, usually through the first set, and you're in trouble.
Well, I mean, this game is a little bit more punishing with that than some of our previous titles.
True.
I mean, you lose a couple of rotations, and you're going to be down 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what game we are playing, you would just sort of be in the mix, no matter what, if you had good spawns or bad spawns. And Scar is one of those. I mean, you can earn a ton of time at P1. We have seen that, right? You combine that quickly into a P2. You lose a P3 rotation, and all of a sudden you are down 100, just like we saw here from Boston Breach.
And if we thought someone would still come in, ready to feast, ready to be hungry, it'd be Mercules. Shocking. 37 and 22, 4,200 damage. Just monster map out of him to kick things off. Honestly, I'm not surprised. And this isn't like, I'm not trying to be negative towards the other guys at all. I think having someone be hungry when you're on top is very, very important. And I am putting some pressure on the young guy to keep that will, keep that power. It makes the other guys feed off it.
I mean, yeah, we're talking, Dashi is our oldest player in the league now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As crazy as that is to say, but I mean, Hook and Shotzi are not far behind him. These guys are vets, world champions. So, yeah, Friday, a 3 p.m. match. Yeah, Mercules is going to get you locked in. He's going to get you map 1.
Oh, we know, like, when we would talk to the FaZe guys over the years, when they were sitting at the top of the CDL standings a lot, and talk to Crowder, their coach, one of the hardest things was, yes, just keeping them locked, keeping them focused.
Finding motivation.
Finding motivation. Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to do. Like, pro athletes have talked about it. We've been on top for a long time. It can be a hard thing to do. So it's a different type of test for this Optic Texas roster.
Like, well, what did MJ say? I used to just like find us someone in the crowd
he'd make up stuff.
Yeah, make up stuff.
Literally.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
What you got to do.
Some of the other team texted my wife or something like that. What, dude?
Well, they didn't even have texting, so.
Yeah. True. I guess, yeah, that's a good point. But no, he did. What, was that the last dance or whatever they talked about that? He would just make up something. And yeah, sometimes you have to do that, I think, as a player. Just find a way to be motivated. And for Mercules, I think easy right now. Still the young blood, putting in damage, putting in numbers, so impressive. But they were so close to winning that event, so easily could have won that event. Some slip-ups, some miracle runs really from Paris when they pulled off some of the unbelievable. But this team's right there and they know it.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to pure competition, once we get to the major, they're going to be a tough team to beat, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, right now, is there anyone they really have to worry about outside of, like, Paris? I guess I put FaZe in there just because they honestly should have beat Paris. They were up 5-2 in the map 5, but they threw that away.
Yeah, I mean, I think Optic's probably looking at Paris. FaZe is like their top competition. We'll see what happens with LA Thieves.
Sure.
Obviously, there's going to be teams that are shifting up and down the standings, but no, I think that they know who's on the radar.
Well, they're going to look to, try to maybe improve the search and destroy a little bit. It's weird to like say that because they were fine in search going into the event. They were fine in the search till the final. It's just hard not to pinpoint it because you lost three in that final. Yeah, so it's something to look at. And just because Hook had like a 0.6 or something in that realm. So he had some struggles. You expect him to maybe start to get more comfortable in that type of role.
Yeah, it's just weird because like even when you look at those stats, I think everybody else had like a 1-2 or something.
Yeah,
1-1, right?
True.
But yeah, we have seen it's not only just him. There are some players on some other teams. Like I think of Falcons with actually like maybe it's just this title or the positions that they're playing on the map, what maps they're playing. Oh. You're kind of that first guy to go in and like sort of a jetpack, very fast car. You can get caught out.
And it is just like 3-lane traditional maps. There's not like openings for free. You have to find a timing behind something, or sometimes you're just waiting on the other team to make a mistake and you get a little bit antsy and you try to find a gap and then you don't, which I think we saw a lot of players just getting caught.
Yeah.
Just getting a little antsy here trying to make a play, but we'll see if that improves.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I think for Hook, like a lot of people maybe question sort of like the last round of Scar, right, on map 7. Listen, it was a 4-on-2. I think if you go back and rewatch that, replay it 100 times, I don't know if it's coming down to a 1v1. I really don't. You had like Dashy flanking. They're thinking we're just going to overpower these guys. Yeah, it's just one of those events, one of those tournaments where, I mean, listen, this Optic team has had it in the past. Like you and I were talking about like MW3, the Toronto one with the Dashy clutch. They won every single clutch.
Yeah.
To win that event.
That was Paris.
That was Paris that weekend.
No, that's a good point. I forgot about that major. Like Optic literally clutched everything. That was my F-bomb, right?
Yes, it was.
They had so many incredible clutches. And yeah, sometimes you could just feel it, bro. That was meant to be. That was like meant to be a Paris win. But Optic, you got to imagine they're going to get one this year. Is they'll try to stay locked in, and not the toughest test to kick things off here, but honestly, a good-looking Scar Hardpoint for a team that may have struggled on Scar Hardpoint. I know they fell apart a little bit in the mid-game, and Breach started to bring it back, but what did you like about Optic in that?
Yeah, I think just the start, right? I think maybe another critique was like the start to the finals was a little slow, but you don't get that, right? You get right into map 1 online, and yeah, you come out to a very strong start here. That was a critique, was just sort of their online play at times last stage.
All right. Well, now we get ready for the search and destroy. We're headed, well, we're staying on Scar. Look at how the overall best of 5 will play out. And yes, maybe where some of the misplays happened here for Optic Texas on this map. We'll see as they look to improve that. And it can be tough, real tough to find openings on this particular map. Probably the most one-dimensional we have, or close to it. Purge looking for the opening. He's going to find it, though. It's going to be a first death for Hook as he gets caught. Purge making a play on the opening.
I mean, he's just like running down the middle right through Delhi. Ooh. And well, he just throws a smoke and one-ways Mercules. So, I mean, what a start for him. But all of a sudden, you're still in a 2-on-2. So the Purge play may not matter, depending on how this goes.
That looks sick from Mercules POV.
Oh, no, he's pissed about that one.
Yeah, I thought he had a free kill, and then, yeah, just probably one-weight out of his socks. Shotzzy, opportunity to clutch down the 1 versus 2 here in the round 1. Eyes to the minimap there, bottom left, you can see working to recoup bomb, and he's able to do that. For now, Cammy and Snoop just kind of hunting together, playing the 50-50. They'll clear B. Bomb will be planted now. Shotzzy will have time to reposition. I'll see if he can make the play.
I mean, he's got no info on where they are, but they're hoping they don't lose him. And, well, Cammy's just going to get some free shots on a Shotzzy. So that was best case scenario for Boston.
Yep. They get the angle, and they're able to shut it down. So, really, I mean, good closeout there for Breach, but, I mean, that's Purge. that is all Purge finding opening up the gut to kick off the round.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, this is a guy we saw last year. His playmaking ability is super high in Purge, but we just haven't really seen it throughout the year. Really struggling throughout stage 1, but right from the get-go there, you just see the confidence he's playing with.
No, probably one of my bigger surprises this year. I mean, there's a lot of big surprises, but I remember how Purge came into the league. KD, kind of the laughing stock and star. He was like literally the last KD for a while there. But it felt like he really turned a corner, really got comfortable, especially with this roster. He's been playing so well. And yeah, just didn't start out strong, but I got a feeling he's going to turn it around. We'll see if that's the case. Nasty thinks he's got the angle, though, and Dashy just puts him down. Slides out and chows, and that is a quick one. It's warfare out near plane, and that round does not last long.
I mean, I thought he had it, too. I think you see Nasty there like, what? Yeah, he thinks he sees him first, but yeah, you just get camera.
Yeah, that's just the camera advantage.
I mean,
Peeker's advantage.
Unreal snipe out of Dashy, and then able to find the second as you had this hit out from Boston. But starts with that first blood, and well, yeah, it was 6 seconds from start to finish.
Yeah, once the fight started, it ended real quick. But no, that dude, the Mercules POV on the Purge kill looks sick. Nasty's POV on that one looks sick. Guys losing their minds early in this search and destroy, but we'll be tied up 1-1. You can see, pop it up onto the scoreboard there, the favorite attacking bomb sites for our squads. And you've got a little bit of a 2-2 split here. On the offensive front, some shots exchanged over towards A. But due to the Oh, okay, so they do the spots from Nasty and Purge. The rotation hasn't come in, but then Hook just absolutely peels Nasty. That window is not going well for Nasty.
No, it is not. And I'm assuming that he just sees shots. He doesn't know Hook is there. But I like this switch up, right? Team's trying to find something towards this B bomb to switch it up, catch teams off guard. And Optic doing a great job here. Shotzzy has his boys back. Hook goes for that bomb plant. And well, he's able to find the last one as well. So nice stuff from Optic. But yeah, Nasty's sort of the one Overwatch. And a lot of the times it is just one guy, just sort of, yeah, threatening a flank. And usually it is Shotzzy, but I mean, Hook was waiting for him.
It's like literally whether Nasty's targeting the window or being targeted from the window. Yeah. He's just getting buried. He got sniped and then he got laced. That's straight headies. Like he just gets peeled. Beautiful shots there from Hook. I love the replay there, kind of zoom it in and focus, but that is like literally just to the dome.
I like that from Optic, right? Just trying to get creative. You know, we kind of said like this is a one-dimensional map in a lot of ways, but I think there is room for creativity.
Yeah, well, I mean, brother, in every mode, I feel like the game evolves over the course of the year. The maps evolve and how people play them. And offense, it usually was where things would change, whether that was talking search and destroy, or what was our old third game mode? My brain just turned off. Control, thank you. Yeah. My brain just shut off. Maybe just wanted to forget it. We moved on.
We're on overload now. That's it.
I want to say Conquest for some reason.
Adios.
I couldn't think of Control.
Yeah, first three letters were right.
Yeah, I guess. Another fast one, though. Once the action starts going down. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on the creativity. Shotzzy, who had a really strong first map, keeping it rolling here. A little bounce off the wall. 5-1 start out of him.
I just crack up because like just grinding rank this week, and I'm never doing that ever. That's just not in my mind to hit that wall jump. You know?
You said it's been an experience.
Yeah, no, there are some really good rank players out there.
This battling the challengers.
Battling.
Shotzzy, a little 4 spree for him. Back to offense. Dashy tagged with a frag, but staying up. Hook is just caught. That'll be a first death for him on offense. He's had a couple now.
Yeah, it's right through the middle, right the same way. I mean, it was Purge this one, but deli control has been all Boston.
Yeah, I think it's what we're talking about. Maybe some of his struggles, just finding some early success. He just gets away. I thought he's getting caught for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if he's not.
But he's able to get out of there, and that might be the difference. Cammy, though, is going to hop it immediately. The person who needs to get an angle is going to be Shotzzy. Shotzzy getting in. Is he going to find the angle in time? He is not. The defuse comes through. And yeah, I thought it was a miracle he got the bomb plant off. No, if you were just looking at the minimap,
I was like, he's gonna die soon, right? No, he just never does. But listen, vet play out of Cammy right there to just hop it. And really, yeah, if you're Mercules and Dashy, you know it's a 3 versus 4. You're just waiting on Shotzzy. He's the playmaker. Unfortunately, yeah, Cammy just hops it right away.
And if it wasn't an instant hop, maybe. Who knows?
No, he's close. Yeah, he's close for sure.
He probably gets there, and he might be able to pick up 2, but. The timing just a little bit off, but I like the try, I guess, in the 3 versus 4.
Yeah,
the 3 v 4 is never easy.
He ran up to the bomb and just started playing.
He's like, I'm sticking it.
I love it.
Well, I mean, it's just this map in particular, a 3v4 on offense is very, very hard. Very, very, very hard. Well, Dashy says hello. It's another opening first blood snipe for him. Just bounce it up over the train, picking pockets. Beautiful opener there from Dashy.
He's still looking for more. Bomb down, so the rest, it's really just Cammy here. Nasty and Purge sort of going around. What's the timing to be like that playing? And well, Purge is going to find that timing onto Shotzzy. There is a trade as Cammy finds one, and Dashy gets aggressive. One of the best pistols in the league, all down to Nasty.
See if Nasty can clutch on up. Eyes on both now, but not going to be able to reposition to take the chow. Gets team shot and gets shut down. Optic keep rolling. But it feels like on one side, yeah, it's like, I mean, Dashy's found a lot of success in the first bloods. Sometimes in offense, though, it's been Hook getting picked and putting them in difficult positions. But for the most part, the defense has been locked up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're on an attacking side, sometimes it's just tough to watch that deli door. You got to dodge nades early. There's not really like a great angle for it, so it can be tough. And he starts to go out towards P1. You take your risk there if you are Snoopy, so a nice first blood for him. But it doesn't matter.
No, it does not. All right. Dashy 7-3 behind some big snipes, especially in the opening moments of the round. It is all out A defensive front right now for Boston Breach. Looks like wrapping out late will be nasty, but really not much of a presence to push up over towards B on Optic yet.
That stun's not gonna hit. So Snoopy's in a good spot here. It's just how many does he get if he finds one, or are they gonna check this corner?
I mean, Snoopy's about to get trampled on. Yeah, I don't think he realizes one went right over the top of him, so he is gonna get traded out, but you have Purge close by, and he's able to trade it the other way as well. So numbers stay there for Breach. And yeah, you see how difficult it is kind of for the offense in the opening moments, especially players like Hook, like just, yeah, reading that's gonna be tough, unless the stun hits.
I mean, now you have a 2 versus 2. Purge is behind Mercules. They're trying to find him, but where is the trade onto this young man? As well, he's able to get a couple of shots in, reaching up Purge, but 25 seconds to go. Dashy, pistol, and snipe, trying to hunt him down. I think he got spotted. Now he did.
Mercules nearly pulling him out of that. Gives Dashy a chance, but with time against him, just tries to hunt. Nice reposition there from Purge. And he's able to make the play, and that keeps him within a round. So far, both teams find a lot of success defensively. Yeah, see who's able to kind of pull maybe together an offensive round or two.
Yeah, good run out of Purge there, right? Just being in a position to trade once Snoopy's in that spot. I mean, it was a big one. You're hoping Snoopy like creeps up to that corner, and gets 2. But as you said, Shotzi flies over him, and he doesn't see that at all.
And I thought you were going to trade it evenly, but yeah, Purge gets the angle to follow up on that. Nasty struggles have continued. I mean, you kind of see how it's been in the early round, really, for Nasty and Hoop. Last time Snoopy tries to make a play here, he gets popped in the face by the snipe. This time able to get across, try to get aggressive, and maybe find an opening fight there against Hoop. He's to try to get the plan. He has 20 HP, though. A nade hit. We hop to Shotzi, though, quickly. He's on the flank. Purge is trapped in and has to fly forward. It's suddenly going to be only Purge. He's going to be dropped. Easy to fuse. Shotzi gets him behind, and well, Optic collapse on him easily there. The defensive streak continues.
Yeah, it's just one of those blind counter rounds. I mean, you want to hit A quickly. If you are Boston with all 4 players, you leave one blue, and that means, well, that player either has to watch middle of the map or full flank. And depending on where they're going, well, Shotzi and Mercules, they just both go all the way through boats, able to get towards back blue, and yeah, I mean, you are just sandwiched if you are Boston.
You kind of saw like what it looked like for Purge, just like scurrying away, like I don't know where to go. Trying to fly forward, no safety behind, no safety forward, and pinched out and dropped. Round away from the 2-0 edge in the series now are Optic. We'll see if they can close it out on offense. That's where the struggles have been. And what do you do to stop, like, I don't know, like, Purge from getting the position he did, Snoopy from getting the position that he did? Like, it's tough.
No, it is. I mean, yeah, you can either just sort of maybe just commit to this A-bomb site or right away and just watch it from top motel, or yeah, maybe if you have no snipes in play, Mercules can just kind of sit here and watch this deli door. But you see, he's got to watch so many different angles with the help of Shotzi. So once again, like, deli could be open if they hit a timing from Boston, but did he get to P1? Well, Shotzi's going to play an off angle, now trying to play his life.
Able to back it up. Mercules got his cross there.
That 2-man game, so good.
So good. Now just Cammy left alone on island and slammed. Beautiful round there where the offenses struggled a bit. It did not struggle in the final one. Beautiful stuff there. And yeah, just played a little bit slower. You can see Mercules trying to spot everything, but yeah, there still could have been timing where something could have got wonky, but
yeah, I mean, that's just a play call, right? I mean, Shotzi's just pretty much saying, I'm going to watch the full flank, and you run right into that trap if you are Boston. But yeah, Deli was open, but maybe they're just thinking they're not going to do it again. And they play around P1, and it works out there for Optic.
Nice call from Optic, and a nice victory there in this search. Up 2-0 so far. Solid. Yeah, I mean, maybe a few offensive struggles. You had 3 first deaths for Hook and some rounds where maybe he struggled to get it going, but still ends up putting in 800 damage. He is involved. A dud there for Nasty. 1-8, 270 damage. It's funny because it started early. Like, you saw him get sniped. You saw him get picked with all headshots from Hook, and then we didn't really talk too much about his engagements after that, but it seems like it went about the same way.
Yeah, I mean, just depending on the timing, you're the one getting caught on the bomb, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like Hook he's going for the plan, ends up dying a couple of times. Yeah, and that's what's tough when you just overall look at sort of individual stats.
Well, so far, Breach just outpaced, out-talented, in trouble. Down 0-2. Excited to see his team maybe start turning around. This just isn't the matchup maybe that's going to happen. Optic simply a little too strong. They'll look to close it out in the map 3 after the quick break.
official controller of the CDL. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
As Karma finds another two-piece, here's the overdrive. Popped as he's just trying to back him up, make it all the plays. It's Crim 6.
The curse has been broken. The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history. Optic Gaming are officially the Call of Duty World League champions.
Weak.
One shot low. Nice.
Rug was weak. He was weak. I'm just holding the iron. I couldn't get him. He's one off a streak, Teach. He's working bomb quick. He's playing confident.
You saw him. He can't get on till 8.
Oh, frag.
Wait, what?
All right, we got to regain. He's one off a streak. Come on, Teach. Let's go.
All good.
He's one off a streak.
Ain't no other frag on, bro.
All good.
Standy will get free info here onto Assault. Quickly finds the kill. Whoa! He's going for the assassination. Didn't hold the button down long enough. And Assault says not so fast.
Let me tell you right now, these guys play every day. You should know you cannot assassinate someone when they are a little bit taller than you on the map. And unfortunately, the 1 down doesn't work, but you know them hands from Assault. They are definitely warm. 2 punches right to the chest to take down Standy.
Now the Ravens soar. Now the Ravens battle. The final 5 moments for them now. What a turnaround. What a tournament. Carolina survive. Optic Texas go home.
Hello, welcome back. We'll see if Optic can close this out 3-0. But Gut says, yeah, probably going to happen. Now, I believe, Joe, with the update, we're going to have some changes to Overload. We'll talk a little bit through them, assuming sometimes I don't know what patch the players are playing on. Because sometimes they're on the old patch, sometimes they're on the new patch.
We're not on the one that just came out with like
the one right before that.
Yeah, well, it just came out like today or yesterday.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right before.
But if there's some changes, we'll talk about that. Just some of the kind of goals moved around, which will affect gameplay. Some of the spawns have changed too, assuming that's what they're playing on. So we'll wait to see if that's the case. But we get ready for the Overload. We know how incredible Optic can be at this particular mode when they are all locked. How to Breach win this, Joe? You're a big Breach guy. You're a big Boston sports guy.
I don't know if that's true whatsoever. I think that I'm not at all. Those guys are spoiled. Absolutely spoiled. Spoiled bunch. No, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I mean, right from the get-go, right at the start of the year, it's felt like Den Overload one of the go-tos for Optic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're just sort of looking at the sub-players. Maybe like Persian, Itsupi can get going here if you're Boston. I'm pulling something out of nowhere.
I like that, Joe.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying here. I'm just thinking to myself, all right, what could happen?
90% of what I say is pulled directly out of my ass.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm sitting here like, man,
what's it like to be Clint?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. To map 3 now. Breach try to stay alive. Optic try to lay them out.
Yeah, so, okay, so it is on the patch for Thanos. So, yeah, you can see both A's are kind of...
I assume so. I didn't want to say that it wasn't, I guess.
Both A's are the 2 goals you're really looking at, and then the 1 green B. So the side Boston's going to be attacking. Both goals kind of moved. The B side, which has been the more common side, backed up a little bit from the tree to encourage you to go towards A, where A is moved on up now. So we'll see what teams opt to do.
Yeah, one of the other big things we'll kind of talk about as it happens, like... When you're the attacking team, typically, unless you had like both of the deep defensive spawns blocked, there was a kind of a safe spawn for the defense, like on the opposite goal, where they could spawn up and maybe try to stop a rally. Now it seems like teams are starting to spawn out towards mid-map, like anytime there's a presence in the base. And Well, that may stop turtling. It may lead to counter scores. We're not exactly sure how exactly it's going to play out. I know you were talking me through it just because you've been grinding ranked.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see when those spawn outs really happen. One of the maps you'll see the most on is going to be exposure, but for Den now, we'll see. As Optic just playing a little cheap away. They pretty much had to take this ball all the way back to their base, and with the spawn up, the pressure from Boston had to protect them. Now, Dashy trying to get out of here. And well, never mind, he's going back.
Yeah, no, trying to get out of there, but unfortunately his lead man and Shotzzy got dropped, so they'll continue to play Ring Around the Rosie back here in their base. Trying to wrap it up the other side. That's gonna be a quick pick. Why not? Purge's like, I'm just gonna go for it. Got the kill. See if you somehow find a timing to get through. Cammy just got hit. Yeah,
evaporated.
Yeah, he sure did. I thought he had maybe not a freebie, but a gunfight win. A little slide from Hook, and suddenly he gets buried.
And then you can see that goal just a little bit moved up. So Snoopy, he's got to play a little bit closer. He's able to find that first one. And Optic, they're controlling this EMP. Going back and forth, and well, the reason is because Dashy's all the way pushed up. The problem is again, they know Purge is somewhere, so they're looking for him. So this is great comms from Optic to have to hunt this guy down. Check all your corners. They do just that. Nice stuff from Optic.
Yeah, beautifully done, but at the same time, Purge getting that spot is the reason it's not a free score. He gives his team some time. Just the fact that they have to spend 10 seconds hunting him down is enough to pause this push from Optic here for a moment. The push, though, still present. You can see the line holding defensively right now for Breach. I think your ball carrier is just trying to wait on that number 2 in Shotzzy to see if he can find an opening. And, well, rely on your blocker here and Dashy to find kills. Dashy got 2 shots found when this week go time. And it is. Now they'll look to move on forward. Now there's one more to deal with. The one gunfight Dashy really needed to win to maybe put through a score. Can't, but they're trying to rally it across to the other side behind Shotzi's kill. That falls apart as well. So, no opening.
Yeah, it's almost like weird. It's like they wanted to go to Shotzzy, but Dashy got 2 kills, so you're pulled both ways. Then what ends up happening is, Shotzzy spawns them near the B point. So you just get the reinforcements, and then your push is stopped. So a little bit awkward there for Optic.
Well, to the changes when the kind of where the goals are and the changes to some of the spawns. I mean, it's not a new game mode, but there's going to be some learning happening here for our players, 100%.
Yeah, well, you can see the EMP possession, 97% to 2.9 right now. And yeah, I mean, it's been all Optic, but 0-0, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you're Breach, like, whatever. It probably hasn't been the most fun half, but you didn't really touch the EMP too much. I mean, that touch might have been Purge when he got the 1 kill and tried to score.
Yeah,
that might have been it. Getting forward will be Shotzzy on the bottom side of the map. With Cammy and Snoopy winning fights, though, it's going to delay any forward momentum for Optic. So Shotzzy will try to stay alive as long as he can. Try to keep this B zone on lock, grabbing it and trying to get forward. That's going to be Mercules. Purge is going to try to cut this down, but with Shotzzy winning another gunfight, this should be a score. There was a little bit of hesitation there for Mercules for a second. I thought maybe he wouldn't get in, but he is able to slide across. No type of rally, I think, possible because of the 2 kills that come in for Boston, but you feel good if you're opting out. I mean, just have that much possession to finally get one through.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of playing 2 games here if you're Boston, right? It's like not only do you have to stop the EMP, you got to stop Shotzzy from getting into your base, right? Because you can see what these SMGs do when they get this far pushed up. So it's like you're trying to find these guys, and well, if it's not Shotzzy, it's Duo and Hook. They're just shutting them down, not allowing any forward progression, and then you got to deal with them in your base constantly.
And it's good they dealt with Hook pretty cleanly there, because if they didn't, it's
Shotzi's there.
Shotzi's 2 is, yes, exactly. Like they deal with, Shotzzy gets 1, or sorry, if Hook gets 1, Shotzzy probably ends up getting the other 2, just finding the timing on the flank. But Shotzi's still going to find his hills. Hook off spawn is going to find 1. Maybe one more opportunity here for a score, but Cammy is locking it up deep with the AR.
Well, we're going to have another little lap here for Optic. Dashy, he's going to back up once Shotzzy died. So you saw the scoring opportunity into this overtime. So 30 seconds, maybe they can get another play. Nice shots out of Purge. He's having a good one here at 15 and 10.
I swear, you try to hit shots on the wall bouncing, you're just getting gunned.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
It's the bullet rag of it with the movement. Like Mercury's last guy up to kind of protect this ball carrier. Well, like I said, Shotzzy as well, but he's going to drop right as I say that. Dashy feels confident in the pistol. Tries to slide on forward, though. He's going to fall, so you'll take the 1-0 lead into the half.
This is a weird overload half.
Yeah,
that was a weird one.
Yeah, Dashy may have set the record for distance traveled with EMP in hand.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Boston,
I'm making that stat up, but I bet it's true.
If you're a Boston, you're happy this is 1-0.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it feels like it could be a lot more. But it is not. I mean, this is right from the get-go. They're just running around in their bases, Optic. Yeah, Dashy's got the EMP, so your stat's not made up whatsoever.
No, it's like one of those, like, oh, it's almost like the Super Bowl. Like, you leave, you feel like New England's to be out of it, but you just held them to field goals. It was like 5 field goals, so you're still in the game. They had way more opportunities, way more yards, but you stop them from scoring. You still keep it close and give yourself a chance. So just down 1. Man, that was a boring Super Bowl. Holy.
I didn't watch it.
I did. I wish I
went to bed.
Yeah, it put me to bed, yeah. It sure did. After losing a couple, Mercules worried about the pressure there from mid-map. It's going to be 4 kills straight for Boston Breach to start us off, and now they've matched their possession in the first half already.
And while they're trying to doing the Shotzzy play, right, Snoopy gets all the way pushed up A side, so they start to take it towards B. Snoopy's able to find a kill, and will just cannot jump across.
Oh no.
That's why they moved it up just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. The team shot was there for Optic.
Yeah, moved it up enough where you still got a chance. Still got a chance to hit those shots, and they do a wondrous job of that. Good defensive hold from Optic. Now we'll see how they play it from this side. Very possession focused, waiting for their opportunities. It feels like it's mostly waiting for Shotzzy or whoever to find an opening. More often than not, though, it's this guy on your screen. He's going to take chances, and sometimes they are going to pay off. He's going to get 2 there. Unfortunately, you lost your EMP carrier, though, as you were pushing forward, so...
Yeah, they've always done enough. They can't stop this guy. I tell you what, like, he's only 15 and 18, but all of his kills are past the 50-yard line, and Wellhook able to put it in.
No, 100%. I mean, that's just going to happen because, honestly, it's almost okay. Well, we're just stabbing everybody. Like, he's just going to take a chance, find an opening, and let's say he doesn't. Like, he gets caught 2 out of 3 times. If that one time he gets through leads to a play, like a multi-kill like that and a score, all right, you'll take that. So yeah, maybe it won't be the prettiest stat line, but yes, some kills are more important than others. So I think this is actually a very good example of where Shotzzy is still very important to a team, even though statistically not having a great map. I think it's been a really good view of it.
No, I can guarantee you most of the Boston Toms are trying to track like him. I'm telling you, they're playing 2 different modes. It's Overload and find Shotzzy. Where is he?
What did Crowder say we talked about his years? When they played against some like the FaZe teams, they were like, keep Shotzzy in front of us. Keep him in front of us. It was like their motto at times. He's that important. But as we talk about the Optic plays, it is Breach that will get one through. They were so close to another score, so a lot more success from this side. About a foot away from this being a tie game. EMP Control going to stay with Boston Breach, and with 2:40 to play, still plenty of time to make it happen.
And well, that was one of those cases where Shotzzy's taking that route, and you win the 3 versus 4 forward. So all of Shotzzy's teammates die, and well, he's caught out to dry, right, going on that flank. So they win the front fight, able to put in that score.
EMP Control again. If Snoopy wins that fight against Shotzzy, maybe a scoring opportunity, but Shotzzy wins it, and that delays the push here from Breach for a moment. That push is starting to get hot and heavy again, though, as they find 2, but who is it again? It's Shotzzy. He's able to get 2, but that 2 is the reason that's not going to be a score. Nearly an insane triple defensively, but him and the young guy, Mercules, they hold it down.
Yeah, now right off a spawn, well, Shotzzy setting up a flank through B, so you can already see you're waiting on him once again, but one player is going to be nasty, and there we go. All right, gotta watch the pinch. They do just that, and now it's going to be 3 dead. Potentially all 4. They know Dashy's position, and now it is a counter opportunity here for Breach.
Yeah, you said it right. There's like 2 games going on.
Oh, there
it's
is.
Literally a mini game around Shotzzy. Whoa! That will be problematic. It's going to be a one-on-one. To get through, just able to get in. He
almost messed up. He almost messed up. He almost messed up the slide, and yeah, got stabbed.
He stabbed him right after he punched it in. So now we're tied up 2-2. And what has been a much more entertaining second half than first half.
Well, Dashy is frying, right? Not the craziest map number 1 from him. Felt like he was just getting going since game 2.
That's because he just woke up, Joe.
No, he may have.
Yeah. People think I use that as a joke every time we cast him, but it's not really a joke. I really think he wakes up right before the match.
Yeah. He might.
He might, but no, he's getting turned now when it matters. 3-2 edge now as Optic flush it through, but could be a quick counter opportunity. You already have Nasty pushed all the way up, trying to fly in with it, but Mercules going to get the important kill to shut down the EMP carrier.
Yeah,
you still have Nasty pushed up, but now they're looking for 1. They'll shut that down. 40 seconds to go. We'll see if Breach get another chance to tie this up, or it's series done.
Yeah, I mean, you had the chance there, right? The counter was set up where the ball was spawning. You spawned out if you were Boston. You got Nasty into that spot, but it didn't matter. The cutoffs were there. And now you have to go if you're Boston. 25 seconds, and you do have people forward.
Hold up.
So Dashy's got to try to stop this, and he's going to hit the shot. So there we go. Dashy, man who is having himself a map, leading the way with 28. Locking it down the final couple of seconds. Shotzi's going to pick this up after taking down Cammy. Optic, a great start here to stage a 2 with a 3-0.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, his teammates end up getting the kills too, so they're probably fine, but like, his teammates lose those gunfights. Dashy may have saved the game, right? That kill might have saved it, but I think they got all the other kills as well. So they lock it down, but a monster map there on the map 3 from Dashy. He's all smiles, had some big snipes in the search and destroys. He had a great one. Mercury is the hard carry in the map 1, but then pretty much everybody else involved.
Effort, yeah.
And I thought that was a fun map to cast, so just talking about Shotzi. I think if you've been watching the CDL long enough, like, you get it. And sometimes, listen, even me as a commentator, I'll get frustrated because you just watch him gamble. But I also think that's partially why he's been so good at the end of the year. It's like you take some teams, we've talked to teams and coaches where early in the year, you're trying to figure out like how much of a risk you can take, right? Like you get a 4 dead, how much of a risk can we take? How much map control can we take? I think in Shotzi's mind sometimes, he's always taking a risk, always taking a gamble. By the time the end of the year comes, he has a much better feel for when those openings are there. That's just what happens when you take risks constantly, right? Like,
yeah, no, I think it overload, like, due to the respawn delay. If it was longer, it'd be really tough to time those out. But I think it's sort of negates itself, where you spawn up, I trust my teammates. It's only a 3-second respawn delay. Like, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, most of the time, you pretty much spawn in a defensive position. Yeah. So I think he times it very well on.
Yeah, I'm just starting to like come around to the whole, I don't know, if you take more risks than anyone, if you do more than anyone, you're probably going to get better at that as time goes on. Like, because at the end of the year, he's been insane in those spots. So, great series from Optic. Not any big takeaways from this? Not really, right? Like, well,
yeah, I mean, I think you were competitive if you were Boston, but they kind of have been all year. The only thing is, like, that's like the first time they've been 3-0'd throughout the year. That's like one of the positives we were kind of looking at into this year. Like, they've been competitive in matchups, especially online, but yeah, just not enough. I don't know, just team gapped right now.
Team gapped, absolutely. I'll do it for our first series, couple more to come. Break that down the first one, guys. Thank you.
Excellent stuff from our casters, and didn't go as I planned. Boston vibe check. They looked good early, and then the game started.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before. I thought they were going to get pile drive. That's kind of what we just saw. The Optic team, unbelievable. Like you said, Mercury starting off, taking over. Everybody contributing from there. Clean 3-0.
Allie, can we pick up something that Joe said? Sure. This is the first 3-0 that anyone has handed Boston. What was different this time playing Optic Texas?
I mean, I wouldn't know if anything was really different on the side of Optic from Boston Breach playing against Optic Texas. It's just a team different. I mean, you got 2 players in Shotzi and Mercules dropping over 30 kills in that first hard point, and you just don't have the same pressure if you're Boston Breach. You battle back in a little bit in that second half because you get a couple of early rotations and finally win some of your ones. But going into this overload, there was just so many points where it was just mistake after mistake from Boston Breach. It was solo trowel after solo trowel, or it's Cammy watching flank while you guys are waiting for the bomb to get picked up, and you only have one person push past the 50-yard line. So for Boston Breach, I think maybe just some miscommunication issues in some of these tougher situations.
Yeah, I mean, you heard Junker talk about it in the overload, trying to find shots. That was very difficult. As Ali mentioned, like, despite all that, they still had an opportunity to, like, tie the game and push it to an OT. At the very end, I mean, you make a mistake like that. Yeah. You had one guy pushing up spawn kill, Cammy sitting at ball reset watching flank. Maybe he should have been the guy to grab the ball, and you send 2 to go kill, right? So those are the small details that, like, Optic have ironed out at this point, and Boston just simply do not. And then you couple that with the individual talent that you have on Optic, you're going to get a result like we just saw. And even on the map 1, you're up 100 to like 20. They started to rally back a little bit, but you just built yourself in such a hole that you can't really climb back out of it against a team like Optic.
I didn't really start paying attention until ranked, but Dashy's 40% accuracy in this final game. The man is playing respawn and hitting so many bullets. All right, as we take a look at the stats, Dashy led the way in accuracy, but who is your MVP, Nameless?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mercules. You know, coming out in that first map, obviously he went off close to 40. Game 2, I think he had 8 and 3. Yeah, with a ton of damage. And I just think this is a game where you could easily come in, be a little lackluster after a Game 7 loss against Boston. It gets a little dicey. Mercules nips that right off the rip, dropping 40, so he gets my MVP.
He gets our scuff play of the game as well. Allie, walk me through some of the big multi-kills from young Merc.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I think loading on Scar against Optic is so difficult. I know going into this, you're like, well, it hasn't been that great recently, but this just put a stamp on it once again. They're so comfortable on this map, and Mercules, it feels like he can't lose a gunfight. We talk about it all the time. He's always put on an island. He's always always by himself, but the reason that happens is because they can trust him. If he's guaranteed to get his 1, it's like a 60-70% chance he's going to get a 2 as well. So that's what makes him so difficult to go up against.
And it's a system as well, right? So Optic had them trapped back green for the first half of that game, and he was just slamming them, right? Like, you don't let them out, they can't get around white wall, not getting through mid-cut. He's just going to find a ton of kills, picks up a Hellstorm early, and from there on out, I mean, Optic, just a better team.
Winning the ring, they did the ring ceremony at Major 1 before eventually falling just short with silver. We'll hopefully be talking with Shotzi on the other side of the commercial break. When we come back, still 2 more matches. It's the opening day of Stage 2.
Official controller of the CDL. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Looking to bounce back after a terrible land performance, Carolina is in action today against another struggling squad in Toronto Koi. Now, Koi was on the bubble. They barely made it into the top 8. Allie, where do you have them in your power rankings right now?
Not in a good spot. Definitely middle of the pack right now. I think that would make them around like 6th, 7th in the league. But even then, like, it's still a weird bubble of really average teams that could beat anybody.
Now, Nameless, what's really awesome about this stage is every team will play every other team. The bottom 2 don't get to play on land. But head-to-head record and tiebreakers are definitely going to be a factor. This could be a huge one looking 4 weeks down the line.
100%. And, you know, we talked about the tiers. We had both these teams kind of right next to each other. And the only reason we had Toronto above Carolina is because of the players that they have on this roster.
Exactly.
We know how good they can be. That hasn't translated to much success so far this game. And in particular, the superstar that they picked up, he has not been the superstar that we saw last year, having his worst performance and quite possibly maybe the worst performance of anybody at Major 1.
We're going to be diving into this match in just a moment, but first we got to recap what we just witnessed. He joins us now in the Monster Winner's Circle. Shotzi from Optic is here. Shotzi, glad we got your mic working on the show. Can we talk about the bounce back today? How good did that 3-0 feel handing it to Boston?
Felt good, you know. Unfortunately got second last major, but bounced back with a 3-0. You know, shout out the squad for, you know, just pulling up.
1.24, not bad with your 67 kills.
Yeah, Shotzi, you found your flow at the last major. You were balling, man. You guys go all the way to a Game 7. A lot of emotions involved. What was the discussion after that tournament? Like, what was the key takeaway of the one thing that maybe needs to be fixed so you guys win the next one?
Honestly, key takeaway, just working our S&D. I feel like ever since we formed the squad, even back last year, like that was kind of like the main thing that we needed to work on. Like our, you know, hard point and control and overload, like have always been really good. So yeah, once we get the S&D down, just like the in-game, like in the moment, just making a play call and like just trusting each other. Once we get that down, like I think we'll, you know, we'll be on the top.
Off the back of that, attack and S&D has been kind of y'all's struggle. It feels like throughout the first part of this season. What has that conversation been like? Who's been making the play calls? What have the changes been like? How are you guys approaching S&D differently to make those changes?
When it comes down to like IGL, everyone kind of has like an idea. I usually say like a lot for the most part, but if anyone has any, you know, ideas, we're always down to do it. For whatever reason on Scar, I love the top lane. I don't know why. It's literally the worst spot. It's just so comfortable over there. I need to stop playing that. That's one thing that I gotta stop playing. I just love it over there. I don't know why. But
Shotzi, last question.
Yeah, I need more involved.
Sorry to rush you here. Ranked just came out. Tip for the people that suck in my lobby.
Just go towards the hill. Literally, if it's hard point, go towards the hill. If it's overload, get the ball because you have a UAV. I think they fixed that actually.
They patched it today.
Well, yeah, just go to the hill.
There you go. Play the objective. Shotzi, we got to let you go because this other match is ready to rock. We'll catch you soon.
All right, peace out.
That is Shotzi. That is Optic Texas. The watch parties are live. Feel free to check those out. Also, check out this Carolina roster.
Sure.
Yes, I mean, this roster was balling. I don't know if we're going to video or not, but look, this roster was balling out online. I mean, they were taking over. Exceed came in. He was dropping numbers. They played this Toronto team online. They beat them 3-1, and Exceed had a 1.2. We get to LAN Alley. Exceed ain't have no 1.2.
No, he did
This
not.
team completely fell off. You see 0-2 on LAN. Both their losses. Thieves, which that team is now broken up. Vancouver, that team was the worst team headed into Major 1. So by all accounts, that was an underwhelming performance.
Yeah, we've heard some, you know, you're not in your bedrooms anymore when it came to LAN for the Carolina Royal Ravens, but now they are back in their bedrooms. So that's what makes this series so interesting is it's like now we get to see if it truly was maybe just an online honeymoon that we saw from the side of Carolina Royal Ravens. They really just fell short when it came to LAN. Maybe they got nervous or whatever. But granted, they played Miami and Mates. Like those were some difficult teams that made, I mean, Paris ended up winning the whole thing. So I think we should be a little bit easier on Carolina.
Yeah.
A little.
Go ahead, Ant.
No, go ahead. Listen, I'm just trying to sell the very difficult story.
I mean, like, you're right, though. Online, they were good. So, yeah, hopefully that continues.
All right, so we've seen our squads. Are we ready for the games? Let's take a look at Toronto first one more time. Joe Deceives, hell of a tournament. His teammates, not so much. If you're looking at the numbers, and the frustration was evident on stage. Allie, what are you looking at when you see Toronto Koi?
I'm looking at Joe. I mean, that's really all I see when I look at this roster anymore. I mean, the good for Koi, map 1 Demon, 7-2. But the problem is this is a team that can win any map, but also lose any map. They don't have neither a good or bad map pool. They're just willing to play kind of anything. And looking at the talent on this roster, I mean, it's just been lackluster. You're getting 0.6s in S&D from everybody except for Joe, which was a similar thing last year. Is when they found SD success, it was because Joe had to drop double digits all the time. So he needs some help and some of this engagement from the rest of his team.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Joe's the Lambo parked in a bando. I mean, when I watch the play, he's been unbelievable. He's like top 2 in Slayer rating.
Yeah, he's unreal.
Through the major, he's been crazy. It's just the dynamic between this team. It hasn't worked. 4-9 in S&D, and when you watch it, it's the worst search and destroy tape in the league right now. Like getting caught. Like when you watch the Miami one, they were doing whatever they wanted up against Toronto. So got to figure out the search and destroy if you're the Koi.
Joe, Real, and Kleenex all trying to do the same thing. Did not work out on LAN. Today they have 3 doses of exposure across all 3 of our game modes. Is that good or bad thing for Toronto?
I I think this is pretty good for Toronto across the board. Like I said, they can win any map or lose any map. But focusing more on the Carolina Royal Ravens, I guess it is a worry because they've lost 3 overloads in a row. Those almost were all on land, and that was the only game mode that they were solid in. Their search and destroy is good, but on the side of hardpoint, their respawn, they've just got nothing to work with.
Lurks has not lost from that room since Exceed has joined the squad.
He looked the best on land of all the players, of all of them. He was performing. I mean, really, like the takeaway, we're talking with the boys. They had no ARs. The ARs were not performing at all close to what they were online. So you have to get, Exceed and Nero to be on point like they were.
Scuff Pick'ems. I'm trailing. I'll do the honors. Joe Deceives is the best player in this lobby. I think his team gets the dub today. Real with the comeback.
Yeah, I got Toronto Koi winning this one as well. I got them in at 3-1.
This one's tough. I think we might go to a game 5. we're going to go to a game 4. I'm going to go Koi. If it goes 5, it's Carolina. They're too icy.
Ooh, fans are also riding Koi when it all goes one way.
I'm sure if icy's the word I would use to describe them, but...
Let's set it over the casters for match 2 here in stage 2.
Hello, friends. Good to be back. And wow, a full Koi board. Chance, are you surprised by that decision by everyone?
No, not surprised in the slightest. I think the land expectations Carolina had, in a sense, they lived up to them. And I think now the community is officially sort of like on hate watch until they start bouncing back. So it'd be interesting to see if they come out of the gates hot. This is certainly a team that they are going against, where if you get a good win here, you sort of absolve yourself. You get the ball rolling again. So Carolina, I think, have a pretty good opportunity ahead of them. Of course, though, you could say the exact same thing about Toronto. They got a new role swap, they got a new vibe, and even for the exposures we have in the series, a new map for both of these teams.
Well, they better figure it out real quick. This is going to be the only time they play the Ravens in the build-up towards Major 2, and a loss would not be a fun one. Your boy Real, man, who's had more than his fair share of criticism going into this matchup. Let's see what he can bring. The good's not necessarily there. Opening kills going the way of the Ravens is a clean 3, and mid-map's all theirs.
Yeah, Insight doing his thing, the overseer to calm information, but where he loses the gunfight, you lose all sense of map control. And so much for that role swap. Apparently it's Real still on the SMG and Kleenex on the AR, so maybe a map-specific thing, or maybe the social media guys are baiting us.
Maybe. We'll find out in a mo. Hardpoint Koi. Massive win there for Exceed across map. Lurks joins him in the feed. Kleenex keeping that case for P2 though. Top side of the minimap, over by the tank. You've been there. You know it. You love it. Ranked play. Gotten a couple of games before the match started today, and it was tough. Let's just say we're getting old. But not old so far. Koi, opportunity to turn it back.
Yeah, well, and Koi also doing a really great job to lock down the spawns. Insight with a credit in the deep pocket, and that means all guns forward now for the rest of Koi. And, well, you're on the tank. It's the God spot, but right now Kleenex's job is just to stay alive. So far, so good.
Yeah, get down, Mr. President, as he stays down. Oh, he's legging for 3. Beautiful. All dead. Toronto Koi holding on.
Yeah, great understanding there. If you're playing ranked play and you're the guy on the tank, you let your teammates do the work and you go for the cleanup kills. That is done perfectly. Spawn's a little bit weird, but you got number 5, Joe Deceives. He's blocking on the far right side. So everybody on Toronto playing with a high degree of freedom. And, well, the lead for them is going to be comfortable off the back of it. 30-point gap right now between these teams.
Grace is going to be the issue for them in a moment. He's sitting over towards New. Real caught between rock and hard place. There's Craze now springs into action. Joe on the trades. You've still got a man to deal with here on the inside of time by the Ravens. Kleenex's nice little 5 spree. A couple of those kills found from the hard point. Let's see if he can keep it going. Fantastic work there. The back door banged wide open. Nero on the trades upstairs. Great damage there from Jamie Craven. Hard point Koi.
Yeah, and the back spawns are going to be open. Interesting to see if they read it, but it looks like they got it dialed in. So multiple players spawning in the back. Toronto with a very heads-up game. Easy cleanup kills there for Kleenex, living up to the name. And, I mean, hey, Joe Deceives helping lock down this rotation. Now you are fully set up for the new time.
Yeah, 7 spree. That's a hellstorm. That's about as good as it's going to get right now. At this point in time, we are watching the Ravens be plucked feather by feather here on Exposure. Toronto Koi still locking this one down. Kleenex is doing it all from time. Oh, yeah, there it is. All faithful in his hands. How does it feel to be taken for a spin? Let us see the goods. Oh, yeah, we like those hit markers. What else you got? Yeah, there's a guy going long. Come on, Toby. Give us the goods. Call it the MP. Why not?
I miss it. It's a thing of beauty, Miles. It's so good. He's also about to get a sword, by the way, just off of the Super Soaking.
Legion.
He's about to have more hill time on those last 2 hills than any player on Ravens will get by the end of the game.
Yeah, he's doing great. There it is. That was number 9. He's got the Legion. He's got it. Look at it Look at him go! Oh, yeah, it's 11-2 on a 10 spree. Hard point still on the hands of Toronto Koi. Call in the Legion. Do it, Kleenex!
No, what he is calling out is that every one of the Carolina guys are going through mid and right. He's playing out towards P2, so it's an easy facilitation.
Oh, come on.
Carolina, they'll win a few of the gunfights, but yeah, Kleenex, this is a 3-minute life, by the way. Hasn't died since P1.
Whoa, oh yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. There's another one. Yeah, up high. Go on, son, it's yours. Unlucky Kleenex happens to the best of us. What a sensational life. And the disgustingly biased commentary now comes to a close. Now we listen in to Toronto Koi.
Nero, what's up?
Yeah, I have a streak. I'm not in front of him.
Yeah, wait a second.
Oh, low ring.
I know.
Okay, they're short.
Ring. He's went long as well. Long.
Yeah.
I'm working. Are we retreat?
Yeah.
Let me get this kill here.
Okay.
Streaking now, okay?
Go for it.
Wing my ring down to the green. It's gonna spawn on green. Give me a sec. They're gonna hit into the crate, okay?
Yeah.
Don't hit me on ring. One shot. One hit on ring. Two attacks. What's hitting house right now?
Is dead.
Last guy time. He's in the crate. Don't tell you. In the crate. Last guy crate.
Jump. There's a low. I can see him.
I'm playing mid. Give me a sec. Where's one shot? Give me time. Here on fight. One P1 on me. P1 absolute. Go in P1. Let's set P1.
I'm holding outside.
It's close.
Long and pushed up. Craze. Hit one.
Outside P5. Nero weak. Okay, he won by 2 hours corner. Like blue side.
He blew up me.
He was ring. Nero.
He's still. Hardpoint con. Con, Craze.
Time, really.
One shot con. All good. Take your time.
Nero blue hop.
Blue hop. Mid.
What's the yellow cup?
Last mid. One shot. Craze. One shot. Large one shot in the hush. Runner. Elbow. Dead. Elbow. I'm playing my. Ace and D.
He's weak.
I'm not blocking time. I'm taking the left.
Get me old, Nero. He's outside. Still hold right to pillar.
Hold dead.
I have your long. Crazy me. Dead.
Play kills for
I have your mid.
It doesn't have to be AS and D or something.
Top house not weak. That was yellow. One shot. That's one more top house. Give it a second. I might try pinch, okay?
Go for it.
All good. They're gonna know.
Yellow giant, he's blue cut now. Kill on.
Yeah, he's back house, okay?
Classic Toronto Koi listening chants. Very calm, wonderful awareness.
Yeah, it never matters how much energy we have as casters, Toronto will bring that pace right down. But, you know, if you're a reg player, you want to learn how to play a map, Toronto always makes heads-up plays. I will say, though, Carolina really starting to fight back. Nero, 17 kills on a 3 spree. And P2 that Carolina desperately need to win the rotation to because they got full 60 last time. And for the moment, they're bringing the fight.
Oh, they're definitely bringing it. Craze driving forward. Goes for the 2-footed tackle on the man out by the solar farm there. And he farms it. Now over to Exceed left flank. He's got to find a few. This is going to be a 1-2 hit here from the Raven holding the back line. We're not actually getting anything done just yet, so good stuff. Keep them at bay. Keep the time going your way. Exceed still rocking. And now a pinch. Toronto Koi fighting their way forward, all down to Nero. How many men can he take with him to the grave? Waiting for the reinforcements to roll up on the back line. It's not going to happen. Toronto Koi with a quick break.
Yeah, very stagnant as well in the sense that they were really taking their time to clear out Exceed. So Toronto making sure that they are just mitigating damage because it looks like Carolina should come out on top of the trades at least to be able to get some of this hill time. And I mean, hey, we're going to turn this one into a bit of a dogfight. Carolina needed a good P2. They absolutely delivered. Now if they get a break over towards P3, we'll have a ball game.
Woof. Exceed bites first. Scrap time going to go the way of the Ravens. Big flank here from Nero, trying to get something going. Crazy air through the middle of the map. All down to Joe. Brought down. Ravens are in. Ravens on time. A bit of a flank here from the Toronto boys. It's going to be Real through mid-map. He's been dealt with. All guns to the rear now. Toronto Koi on the attempted break.
It's the break they need. It's the break they got. Now you're doing a little bit of dance inside of the hill. It's Nero for 20 and Nero for 21. Setting you up for the trades. You got the guys up top. Carolina in time. Eventually, though, overwhelmed. 35 seconds left on the top.
Hey, a lovely bit of work there from the Ravens. They've still got time. 30 seconds to go here. Let's go through listening with the Ravens.
Top window in the left corner, one shot. He's top window.
I'm with you, top window. One shot there. You're good. He's in the left corner.
I'm nading it. You can probably just set up now.
Yeah.
You keep space though.
I sound
top window hit with an 8. I'm playing
right. You're right.
All right, help. Already on me, solar. P5 one shot. P5 really weak. P2 Kleenex. One is P5 really weak. He's gonna run through P2. He's gonna be out already. I spawned out.
I'll see Kleenex out. One's low dirt on me. One's low right dirt on me. He's gonna go deep. He's gonna go deep back. He's gonna go deep back. I'm trying to go deep, bro. Yo, he's deep right, guys. Deep right, deep right, dead. Back,
Two. We're coming.
We got time. Side door, right now. Right now, back.
Last guy.
No.
I'm saying push
Block it, we're good.
I have my front.
They're spawning mid.
That's there.
8 over. Hey, let me know if you don't.
I'm back right on me. Back right, one shot, bro. Two connector on me. I got one more. He's back right still.
Back right, he didn't dribble. Back right dead.
One is solar. Inside solar. I don't know where the last guy is.
Every
Right, okay.
Every side door. They can go deep.
Yo, deep real.
Side door, Joe, dead. I don't know how your left. I do not have your left anymore. I do not have your left anymore.
One's been on me inside. I'm staying alive. You're inside door.
Real dead.
We're inside door. We Kleenex.
Yeah, I'm
Front door inside. Really weak low range. Really weak low range.
You can go.
Did he run out?
And Leo, Joe's Leo. He's just in the right corner.
One is going to be pushed up already, Jay. One is going to be pushed up. He's in the corner. Low ring. Low ring. Dead. One's going to be pushed up our side.
Carolina Royal Ravens lead change. My goodness, down to the dirt we go, Chance. And who's going to be living down there? Nero still on a spree. Nero might be able to get himself a Hellstorm. He does indeed. Oh, baby, the tables have gone and turned.
And he's got every gun he wants in the back pocket. Yeah, that's the SMG Nero of old. It's not just Kleenex turning back the clock. Nero, one of the most consistent players we had in stage one. Well, delivering the goods. Carolina, a 20-point lead and control of the time and control of the middle of the map until Joe Deceives rips your heart out. Toronto stabilize on P5.
Rip your heart out. Hold on to this. Incoming Hellstorm. A little bit of coverage found here. Not a lot of spaces to work with on this side of the hard point. Joe is going to take a breather on the inside of the box. The players upstairs as well, finding a bit of time there. No splash damage, no good impact. Oh dear, 2 dead. Now the counterattack from the Ravens. Kleenex has read it very well, destroys them. No problem. Hellstorm gone, Koi alive.
Yeah, great map presence as well. Real pushed up into the long cut. He's got insight behind him for, you know, the support if he needs it. Someone, though, does have to grab the time. And, well, now the kill is getting exchanged. Real cannot give you 2. It is going to be a Mixie P1.
Oh, yeah, we love a Mixie P1. Get right in there, boys. Pull your socks up. Tighten your belts. It's time to party. Here we go. Nobody on the hard point just yet. Koi battling now to take the lead back. Real on a big pinch. Eyes on the first man, but it's 2 in the feed there from Kleenex. Insight on time, but it's 3 dead. Ravens have held on, and now it's their hard point.
Yeah, clean 4-man wipe. Insight did not know what he wanted to do. And now you're getting drive-by'd by Lurks on the way to that new time. It is going to be a P2 potentially to call the game. Toronto, they got that space and they got that control first, but that is a ton of scrap time Carolina just collected. They're going to have a sizable lead.
Yeah, dangerous. You've bolstered the lead right now for the Ravens. Last attempt for Koi to stay alive here on exposure. Craze taking himself one hell of a route. Is he going to sneak by Insight? No, he will not. Eyes are on. Guns up at the ready. It's a 2-man here. Insight down. Eyes towards the hard point. Perfect pinch right now for the Ravens that collapsed upon the hard point magnificently. The trades are there. Joe Deceives brought to his knees. Ravens are in.
Got him. Did everything you want. Toronto could not pick a side, and not for Carolina. An easy hold to call game. This was a 100-point comeback they just orchestrated.
Oh my goodness. They have dotted the I's. They have crossed the T's. Count the Ravens out nevermore. What a comeback here on map number 1. Exposure hardpoint goes their way.
Getting right back into the mix. Carolina, well, they need a little bit of redemption after Major 1, and they started their online portion off right. Nice exposure win, and again, the comeback was something special. Toronto is a team that when they have full control of something, it goes fantastically well. Once they lose it, though, they have, well, not shied away from a collapse.
Well, a tough one. A tough one for Koi. Ravens, congratulations. Welcome back. We missed you. It was a difficult look at the major. I actually spoke to Slasher at the tournament. I saw him upstairs in the player areas and I was like, "Dad, what's going on?" And he went, "Look, man, it's LAN." And that means a lot. It means a lot. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the next few weeks, though, because we are online in the qualifiers to Major 2. So you best believe the Ravens happy to be here, happy to find some success. And an early map win here, all good. Highlights, folks. A lot of that nice-looking Kleenex submachine gun play. Didn't call him the Legion. No, I would have. What a coward. Didn't want to forfeit it. Go straight to S&D. Smart man. Into the time they flew. Man, look at that scoreline. Forget about it. Ravens made a comeback.
I mean, just a good fight. And, you know, to acknowledge Nero again, had a massive comeback. He's 8-9 here and ends up sort of top of the team. Craze had a nice bounce back in the map as well. But I think ultimately it was the teamwork that really, you know, won out for him. And Toronto having a few of those mixing moments, like that secondary P3. This is the one we're on now where Carolina had the control. It should have been a full setup for Toronto. They had 2 players up in the window. You had insight in the depths of spawn. It was just a pinch through Zig coming in through Nero that breaks the entire thing down. And this is not the type of thing Toronto can have happen to them. Because again, once they sort of lose it, they lost it entirely. Even on P1, a sort of mixy hill, not the easiest thing to lock down. That's where your pace can really set you apart. And Carolina just got so much more time on it. Easy lead, easy time to go and pinch the P2s. Ravens doing the easy things right.
Lovely stuff. And despite the incredible comeback, that was statistically one of the fastest hard points of the season. Thank you very much, production, for that bizarre stat. I would not have believed that if I had been told it by anyone else. Unreal stuff. Well, say what you will. It's definitely frustrating there for Toronto Koi. What a solid lead they had. Let that one slip from their fingers. Looking now at our game flow, and this one, oh my good God, look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that, Chance.
Yeah, and again, that secondary P3 hill where each team got about 20 points, that should have been Toronto with more of a closer to full lockdown. And then if you don't lock it down and that P3 becomes mixy, it is all about that rotation to P4. And that is where Carolina really set themselves apart. That 137 to 182 jump. Massive moment for them to take the lead, and they never looked back.
Never looked back. Not even once. They did not let go. Good stuff. Well, that's the first map in the bag. We are going to play 2 more exposures before we change things up here in this series. Chance, Search and Destroy. Nameless called it on the desk. Not good for Toronto Koi.
No, I had 2-8 in their last 10, 3-9 overall in a game mode that now, in my mind, much more interesting. I've heard a little bit of the talk about snipers, no more aim assist in ranked or in the CDL. I think someone I heard talk about Dashy saying it's not that much of a difference. I'm a Diamond 2 player. It's a massive difference. Sniping is so much more difficult now. It is extremely obvious that it has gone away. If you're an Erie kid or above that, you can talk whatever type of smack you want. But for most of us normal people, it is a big change. And I think that skill disparity is going to show even more so in the pro scene. Guys like Dashy might have been able to lock it down with no aim assist on a snipe. We have those high expectations. Certain players are not going to be able to hang or contribute as effectively. Exposure might be a map to reveal it.
Oh, absolutely. A map that we've seen plenty of sniper action on so far here in the league, and interested to see a little bit more now with a very, very different flavor. Here we go, folks, into S&D map number 2. We're going to qualifiers here for Major 2. Everyone plays everyone. The first and last time you will see the Carolina Royal Ravens go up against Toronto Koi in the build-up to the Birmingham DreamHack. Very, very excited to get that underway. Very, very excited to descend upon the motherland one more time and bring Call of Duty to you lovely folks. But until then, little bit of nerves, little bit trepidatious now on the attack towards exposure. If you are a Toronto Koi man, you've really got to turn it all around. That was such a solid lead there in the hard point to give away. And I see the comments about our Carolina, the onliners. I see it. Toronto had a massive lead as well. I mean, that is it's a tough breakdown. It's a tough spot to be in, whether you're an onliner or not. An outstanding comeback, and one that is going to give you nothing but confidence now going into the search.
I think Carolina Royal Routers has become my favorite so far, but that'll be up to Major 2, where we can sort of set that one aside. Until then, the jokes, for me, very funny.
Kind of writing themselves as well, which is really fun. I think Dallas Empire, they were my favorite online team for a while. Or the
They switched up the logo.
They did. Another one during the Cold War year, the Minnesota Router with the O being, I think what it's called now, not an umlaut. There, yeah, that was another good fun one. Lots of that. We love the jokes, folks. Keep them coming. In fact, tweet us. If you get something funny, we might even put it in the CDL TV. You never know. But a quick reset of the lobby now. Get the Royal Ravens back into that lobby. Get Toronto Koi back in there as well. Session straight here on exposure. Plenty of exposure been played in ranked. I've had my back blown out quite a few times, not going to lie. Joe called it. There are some very good players in the ranked playlist. A couple of them on your screen. I have, thank God, in this game, not come across in pros yet. But it is nice seeing in streams the players who absolutely drop on me end up winding up like Iridescent Crimson Top 250 playing pros. So that's always a lovely, consolation prize at the tender age of 37.
Yeah, and you know, as Joe Deceives taking the disappearing act, you're looking at Toronto try to recollect themselves before this map too. For Carolina, it was all smiles. This is the team that, you know, each of them had that disappointing major one, looking for the get back, looking for some momentum. Still don't know who's going to be running the SMG or AR between Real and Kleenex. Obviously, in this game, it's going to be a map-dependent thing, but for the team playing in their own bedrooms in the darkness, they are right back to their happy place.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. I think another question I have for Toronto Core is the mental game, man. They've taken some tough losses throughout the year, and this is a team that, despite their wonderful composure, they take those losses hard. Very, very hard indeed. And the Ravens, a certain, yeah, it's good to be bad. It really is. We might see the ugly in this matchup, but 7-4 versus 4-9 in the records alone, there is a clear-cut advantage. And you really wanted to find that win early on, Ravens. You really did. You put yourself in a fantastic position going into the overload. Because statistically, S&D should be yours.
And especially so for Toronto there that you saw. Opening duels, not the problem. I mean, coming in at a near 52% is not too shabby. Their defense was in 11th place. It means these guys have not been clutching, not had good sort of, you know, those post-plants, post-first bloods type situations. And in the meantime, you know, where confidence is going to be king, Carolina going to be completely on point. It was lovely, aggressive play calls coming through the exposure. Moments where like Nero and Lurks are working together in like these 2v3, 2v4 situations, and even with a difficult job to block those P4 spawns, whatever the case was, Carolina able to sort of handle it. They kept the clutch.
So many teams we've seen give up big leads so far in Black Ops 7. The 2026 season has been punishing. Very, very punishing. A lot of the time, I mean, it feels more like the Scar games, a couple of big ones on Den. But Exposure quickly getting added to the list of don't let go of the wheel. This thing will veer off road very, very fast. Still waiting on something here, folks. Real has taken a real long time to get back into his chair and presumably get back into the lobby, so we'll see what happens there. But again, it's the faces of the Toronto Koi players. I worry about the mental acuity. How much resolve do these boys have when it comes to tough losses after tough losses after tough losses? On paper, an incredibly strong roster. We've got a long qualification period to figure it out. An incredibly tough roster.
I mean, they're credentialed players in my mind. Like,
absolutely.
You know, Insight is definitely a guy that's taken a decent amount of criticism, like throughout his entire career. But if you're looking at him and Kleenex as a duo, they've been a consistent top 3, top 4 squad the entire CDL era, at least since Cold War when they joined forces. So even when their years feel bad, you end up going to champs, or you look at the CDL placements over the course of time, they're always towards the top. They've just never been able to like fully cement themselves as a top dog or really start collecting the championships. But in terms of ability to bounce back, yeah, no doubt about these players.
I do believe it was Insight's debut into the league was a Miami Search and Destroy game against the LA Thieves at the time, who were a hot team, and Insight broke the kill record. Double digits, first match in, having the best time, absolutely turned it all around there for the Toronto squad. And not only that, helped run them to a major win against FaZe and helped get them to an unbelievable grand finals. Unbelievable grand finals, that Cold War team. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Into Exposure we go. Take 2, boys and girls. Exposure, Exposure. A little bit of Sky, a little bit of Den if we can get there. But for now, Ravens coming to this one hot, coming to this one a little bit iced, maybe. But with the numbers to back it up, let's see what they got.
Well, everybody has to hit the reset. Hope everybody kept their thumbs nice and warm in the firing range as well. Those poor dummy bots getting taken to task before this one. Certainly, Insight looked like a guy that was locked in, and it'll be him and Toronto on the attack first. No trophies in round 1. Spread the map, play for picks, and no aim assist there. Not an easy shot to hit.
But yeah, but still real close. Still close. Uh-oh. Shadows shown. Kleenex with lovely damage. Oh, Nixie pokes the head out. He's going to get a nade over the top. Maybe slow the regen. Nah. Tobias Julianson now dancing his way through the line of the Ravens, and they have shuffled over to B.
Well, if you have window control, that might be a decent time to swing back and try to get A. But if you don't have low dirt, well, you're going to be playing for the kills first. But Carolina have been forced back to their spot.
They have. They've given up the B bomb site, so now space to be taken by Toronto Koi, and they will tiptoe their way towards a bomb site. And young Joe Deceives, the first man to make contact with the site, make sure it's clear, get that bad boy down. Here come the Ravens. And they're going to spread out a little bit here, but mostly through the top side and the back. And here we go. Retakes on.
No trophies. Stuns already connecting. Carolina, it is a full square of 3 players going.
Here we go. They are stacked. Ah! No off on Craze, sticks the back of Lurks, blows him away. Craze now trying to make something of this life, and he's not going to get a whole lot done. Wait, he finds a kill, immediately traded out. Last man left alive, Nero, and the Emperor has been dethroned.
Team kills with the Semtex couldn't be me. I never do that, Miles. Not once, not ever.
I watched you snipe Zeem in the back of the head in a round of Search and Destroy today.
Yeah, naded him a few times as well. It's been tough, man. It happens. 3 players settled up right next to each other. That is a dangerous time to be chucking utility. The Semtexes, they're so much bigger than you think.
His Lurk stands up for a second. Oh, there it is. Catch, bro. Does catch. Nero. The panic moment sinking in there for both Craze and Nero, because that was about as danger close as it could have been. They took massive, massive damage there. Really, really tough stuff. But
it happens, though. I get it. It happens, Craze. It absolutely happens.
It happens all the time. It does. It survived for now. Big opportunity now for the bounce back from the Ravens. A tough spot to retake from regardless. And we're opting to go low with Snipe. So close, no cigar.
No aim assist. It's going to be tougher. I'm telling you, it's an extremely noticeable change.
Thank you, Dreyarch. Kleenex can run into Craze. Craze runs him over. Beautiful stuff. 2-man advantage right now for the Ravens. Real and Insight. Uh-oh. Lurks is on it. Gets it. Freebie. Insight 1v4. Good luck, mate. Have fun.
The one thing I don't know about the snipes is if we're still doing the old 2 life thing, but Insight's going to die in this round, so we'll get to find out.
No, sir.
A free rain, you're saying?
I believe so. I believe so.
Nice.
Yeah. Right on, right on. We'll take that. Ravens bounce back after an awkward start. All good so far.
Yeah, and lovely play as well. I mean, you just go and dominate the low side of the map, get full dirt control. And again, Toronto, a very structured team. You got guys like Craze getting into their spawn. You expect them to be wrapping back to get the information, able to just catch a free Kleenex. And someone for Toronto got caught on the top side of the map over towards long as well. So setting traps and Toronto falling right into it. It's a fun little strat for their first offense.
Starting to get a little bit more creative with the way we play Search and Destroy here, particularly on exposure. Scar still seems to be a little bit stock standard.
I mean, the Optic series we just saw, there was a lot of plane hits coming through, so we're developing a few maps, I think.
It's about time, and also about time we hit a big one there. Insight versus Exceed, snipe on snipe action, lands it. Gives Real a bit of free reign now to dive forward. Catch a player on the transition over towards mid, maybe. At this point in time, though, A-bomb site looks a little bit more delectable for the Koi.
Well, Nero could be the guy to break it down just because he's down low. That is the only thing you haven't accounted for. That's exactly who they spot out. And now Real ends up getting caught. Yeah, he had top window. It got a little bit mixy. Now we got a 3v3.
Yeah. Bomb does get planted. We're going to get away with this one. Nero versus Insight continues to be the fight. Oh, he's giving up the angle. Oh, and he's been taken care of. Joe deceives, relieves Craze and Nero of both the pressure and the warmth of their bodies. Less than 30 to go. Last man Lurks.
Yep, and now Lurks has to chase a few ghosts. Insight's going to be down low, and Lurks certainly heads up, but you got to do this instantly.
Okay.
Great shots, is able to catch him, and now he knows Joe Deceives is up top. Problem is, he does not have time, and Joe Deceives is challing. Good Lord, is he playing with some confidence.
Yep. Joe Deceives, Joe believes. And that player cam is a fun one. He's like, oh, look, I'm Joe Deceives. I'm going to jump out the window and absolutely take a dookie on him. And that is exactly what happened here. That is the chow. From Lurk's POV as well, it looked vaguely winnable. But Joe said no.
Joe nearly lost that, man. That would have been a tough one. But all's well that ends well. Joe certainly bails out Toronto in this round. Real, unfortunately, bit of a scam there, trying to hit that re-pinch. But Joe Deceives gives you the bailout too. And even then, it was still a little bit mixy. But he gives you the bailout 1v1. Shout out, Joe.
Shout out, Joe. Shout out, Joe.
And he has 2 bomb plants. Look at him.
Nice.
So
he's doing well. I think Savo nades has a lot of connections. And Exceed once again sniping from ring. A position you will see the snipers all year long. Very common spot. Unlike that one. Good job, Joe. Lurks tags you back. Oh, that's the stun intel. That's Insight, and that's Lurks for 2. Wow. Oh, that's top mid cleared out as well. It is another 1v4. This time it's Kleenex. And this time, I mean, he's shooting. And we're trying, and the boys are sending it. That should be the round. 2-2. Ravens equalize.
I feel like I've been lied to with that whole CleanX SMG thing, but maybe just exposure. Who knows? Either way, Joe Deceives gets left out in the dust in that B cut spot, and Insight does not even think about going for the trade. So Lurk's just a perfect stun grenade. Plays his life, has nice shots through the concussion as well, but just a small mistake there from Toronto and a costly one at that.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Though Lurk's capitalizing. That's 5-1. 4 rounds in. Happy to see that. We have an RCXD by now in ranked, but we don't roll like that in the league. Let's see what happens in this round. Oh my good God, what a shot from Insight. That was the teeniest of the tips of heads gone.
Yeah, I think he called out that there was a second player on the cross as well because Real ran for the hills low dirt. Joe Deceives, in the meantime, gets caught, and that is bombed down. And now it's going to be a tough read. And yeah, we're just full sending. Dude, these guys, these cats in S&D, not good.
There we go. Absolutely sending it inside. Can't even pick up a consolation kill. Ravens take the lead. Solid work from the snipes there. They don't check the corners, and it continues to be a pain point for Joe out by the tank. Lurks has got his number for the last few rounds.
And, you know, sort of an interesting mechanic of the Toronto team is Joe Deceives is basically running the bomb every single round for his squad. He's incredible at that job specifically, but that's also just like knowledge. Carolina, you get that kill, easy to play around the bomb after the fact, and just another pick on Joe Deceives for free. Not going to blame him for the first, but the second one just a little bit weird. I don't know if they were just not expecting they to have that pressure through the middle of the map, but Toronto certainly not dialed in, and Carolina Exceed yet to get a kill. They still have that 3-2 lead.
We're happy for that. A couple of 3 sprees there for Nero and Lurks. A bit of a square up now. 1 up, 1 down, Toronto Tower. Stun will connect on both those players if it does go that way. Craze, there it goes. Lurks finds another first blood, another opening here by the low dirt. It's his home. Joe finally gets one back. Mid-map now is going to pop wide open. Guns not up at the ready. Craze on the trade. Solid as you like at 2-2.
I'm pretending that's a throwing knife to take down CleanX, but hey, 2v2, we'll take it. Joe Deceives and Real going for the full pinch. Bomb planted in the default spot, but extended a little bit, so quite a few spots you can check it from.
And Joe has a lot to do here. Real can't win it. Craze might have just sealed the round. Young Joe, I think he spotted one player out there. The Drava get this range, not ideal. The smoke, though, to obfuscate that play on the other side might be helpful. Watch out for the players who top. He's read this. The 1v1 is now on. 20 seconds to play with. Exceed. Big opportunity here. Joe's got to make it happen. He's getting involved. Joe can't get it done. Exceed wins the fight.
Huge win. Wow. I mean, Carolina nearly chucked that one away as well. You get low dirt control. You do not need to move. You could check the bomb from anywhere down low. Yeah, Joe sees the opportunity, but Exceed, the first kill. Talk about an impactful one. Gets the drop on Joe, and hey, secures there in the 1v1. Joe Deceives read it perfectly, but still just too tough of a spot. And now Carolina have a 4-2 lead.
Beautiful. Great work out of the Ravens yet again. Toronto still struggling here in Search and Destroy. 2 more rounds. All the team in blue have to muster, chat. Trophies down, snipes once again at the ready. Are we going to go? Oh, baby! He got 3! Exceed! Exceed! Oh, he can't get the last man, but that is a devastating round. A collat through long. Oh, he's cheesing. He's cheesing. Tell me we got a replay.
As he should be, dude. Hey, dude, we got to get a player to get the ace, too. Abuza had the 3 and just missed that final shot. Once someone gets that ace clip like this.
Oh, sugar.
Electricity. Also, for what it's worth, I don't think, does he have a trophy at his feet there?
Oh.
I mean, he's at 100 HP. Like, the fact that you're going for a double long hit, and I don't even know if they were throwing stuns or nades, like, at that spot just for a little bit of impact. They're just hitting the fulls. Toronto, man, gentlemen, please. This is not, I've been watching Toronto play S&D for years. It has never been like this.
Exceed. Man of the moment. Oh, yeah. Man of the match so far. Unreal. Where'd the aim assist go? Hasn't slowed the man down a second. Craze. Oh, no. No way. Craze.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? He's going to get the last man as well. Joe, no, he gets it. Now Joe backed into a corner. The hopes of the search and destroy now firmly upon your shoulders. The bomb is planted, and they know well enough where he is. The final fight of Toronto Koi in the round. It's done. DJ, play that song.
Well, dagnabbit, Bobby. Wasn't even close. Was it both rounds that Toronto won were just like Jodeci's popping off?
It was, Dad.
Remember? Well, actually, no, I take that back. He had the one round where he got the 2-piece after they like nearly threw the 3v3, and then it was round 1 where Carolina just team killed with the Semtex. Other than that, yeah, Carolina on cruise control. That series, if you're a Carolina fan, had everything you could possibly want. Exceed had the nice pop-off round with the sniper. Craze from start to finish, absolutely on point. Consistently finding routes, consistently having the timings go his way. And even Lurks had a very quiet but powerful 8-2 performance there in the search and destroy. For Carolina Royal Ravens, that is exactly how you want that map to go. Minus round 1, not counting that. Everything else beautiful.
Oh, it happens. That's why we say it happens. But 250, 202, 6-2. Well, Overload, this should be dumblit, as the kids say. This could be good. We'll see how the scoreline rolls out for this one. But so far, it ain't looking good for Toronto Koi here in the matchup. The first time they have played the Ravens, the last time they will play the Ravens, the matchup towards Major 2. For now, though, we go to a very quick break. When we come back, a game of Overload. Who's walking over the dub? A 3-0? Surely not. Toronto Koi muster the comeback. It's all down to Sim. It's a 1v4, and it's soon to be. Hold on. A minute. He's managed to make a meal of it. 20 seconds on the clock. Forward we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Never mind. Oh my god.
It's a
oh my god. Oh, he doesn't know he's in the van.
Can he do it?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's from the Sim, man.
I cannot believe the phenom.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is top 10 maybe of all time.
One round.
It's the Emmy-nominated Esports Engine crew.
Welcome to the Esports Report. On this week's show, we cover the current COD League standings.
What's your front door, you guys?
Front door.
Hold front.
Back door. One shot. Back right. Back. She went back.
And inside calls game.
Come on, baby!
That's what
To make the play, it's been all about him all tournament long. It can come down to a 1v1. Oh! He stopped! He's in our soul. Try now.
I went left.
Oh,
Pinch left.
Yeah, this one the back.
I'm waiting
Rank out over the
I'll try.
Oh my god.
Go. For the game.
Boom. Holy what exposure.
8-0.
We were hyping this up, right? It's the fourth matchup. You know, we've seen you guys constantly in grand finals. You guys came out and made that look easy.
Yeah, I mean,
like I said, we've been saying it online the whole time. Online respawns are different. No sound EQ, we're a way different team, and we just showed it right there. Also, people seem to forget who built that camp. I know how they play. I taught those kids how to play Call of Duty, so don't forget that. All right, like, let's.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to FazeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Carolina Royal Ravens sitting pretty 2-0 over there. Our old pals, Toronto Koi. Not a good series so far from the Toronto lads. They peed away an entire 100-point lead in the hardpoint, and in the search and destroy, flat out destroyed. Well, that's how it goes. Into Overload, we get to goldfish memory our way through this one. Hopefully, if you're Toronto Koi, now or never. This is how it's... Oh, goodness. This is how January went. Who's putting them in the back of the net chance? It is Exceed. 13 alongside a boost.
Yeah, keep in mind that is with far fewer series played compared to the FaZe cast, because they obviously, made it deeper in the tournament. So Exceed putting in the work in this game mode. We'll see if that continues. New overload spawns are going to be in the mix. The portals have been slightly adjusted as well. So I know the dynamic when I'm playing, Greg, feels very different than how I was expecting. For the pros, we'll see how they manage the new toys.
New toys to play with. Plenty of new toys here in the box, either being thrown out of the stroller and into the street for an unhappy and unsuspecting parent to have to pick up. Who's throwing tantrums? Who's throwing sweet names? We're about to find out. Into the exposure overload we go. Ravens looking to close this one out clean. Don't let it get to Scar. Don't let it get to Den. For Toronto Koi, the ball was firmly dropped in that first map. Can they find the courage? Can they find the strength to rock this one all the way? All the way to 8. We'll find out. Opening salvo yields no good results into the first.
And of course, if you paid attention to the CDL TV clips during the break, the happiest Toronto has been all year is when they played on this map. We got an 8-0. Not happy off the opening break, though, because Exceed just got the 2-piece. The bottom lane is now open, and the Carolina Ravens players are flying.
Yeah, I'm sending it over the top. Made sure that's it. It's in. Perfect work there from Craze. Cleans house, gets himself forward. Good news, though, for the Toronto boys. They have spawned on the top side of the map, so now they will be in a position to run it down. Beautiful work there. The battle now on the front line. It is going to be a set of trades. Can we get the kills? Real, beautiful shots. The second man heavily damaged. Oh, Joe needed that one. Nero with a goal line save.
It was a 30-second score from Carolina, and then a 15-second stop right after that new device spawn. So they're going to have to battle and vie for a position where number 4, Lurks, is already lurking for some spawn kills.
Okay.
Real able to give you a big 2, though, and Lurks gets caught, so Toronto keeping the play active.
Oh, we're still going, but Nero once again finds another massive stop. Nero once again finds another massive stop. Nero, not that time, mate. He's going to get himself at least one more allowed Lurks, and the boys now make their way forwards into the play, and now an opportunity to pause this one for the Ravens. Oh dear, but they're not winning the fights. Lurks on the tactical retreat. He and Nero have got to go big.
Oh, we're swinging this as well. Kleenex is already pushed out down low. You're taking the device here. Carolina, one player nearby to stop it. Kleenex is going to shut him down now through the mid lane. You might just run into a blender. Goal line stop, but you do not have the numbers. Toronto drive that one home, and the routes taken off spawn were perfect.
Very lovely work there. Picks up on the assist. Nice bit of work there on the wall jump as well. Mid-map presence now. Real wants to keep this bottom lane all his. Shots in from Exceed. Real still alive and kicking, and the enemy side of the map, you're still looking to make a play happen here. No, the Ravens all over top mid. If somebody grabs this and runs it, I mean, good lord, that could be another goal. But for now, young Joe, eyes on the first man, no more red dots to play with. No pickup whatsoever, and Koi have lost the control.
Yeah, and listen, if Toronto ever got that extra kill, Real would be in perfect position to sort of set up an easy cap. But right now, it's just because guys like Lurks are behind enemy lines. You are slowing Toronto down so much, and every kill the Ravens get means Real's job is effectively rendered useless. Now that he's out of the picture, Carolina have control of the map, and, well, they've got the device surrounded.
Not able to make anything happen there. 2:20 to play. certain Real are going to find theirs. Now the Ravens, that's an open goal. A big save though. Real stops the play, stops the device from moving at all. A perfect stun there to connect on the next man as well. He needs some presence though down low as Real with another crucial kill. Inside, looking good with a sub. Can't get the second. The stun's perfect there for it. And now an open lane to work with. Ravens, we're looking to get another one on the board. Here comes Kleenex now. Desperately trying to get themselves forward. No lethals over the top, no stuns, no nothing. Here come the Ravens over the top. And it's not enough to stop it. Nero gets it home.
Absolutely gorgeous. Craze, by the way, on a 6 spree. He is the guy that just made that happen. Got a 2-piece in their spawn, set the entire thing up. And, well, he has been a playmaker all year long. And now it's a mid-device spawn. You got Toronto, 2 there in the feed, but the response is even keel. We are still playing for kills. It's Craze playing for a Hellstorm.
One more. Oh, he tries to strong side his way out of that one, and I love it, man. Nearly getting away with his life. Good stuff there, Craze. Well, what a spree. No Hellstorm, no problem. Lurks now mid-map, not looking good. Let's get Toronto with the numbers now. Opportunity to grab device and fight their way forward. Kleenex is trying to be the first man in. A goal defense right now for the Ravens. They're stacked up for a moment. Kleenex gets through. Kleenex gets one. Exceed with a big win upstairs. A lot of damage. Nero's the next line of defense. And the quick change into Craze is down. A nearly open goal. Are we going to go back through mid? No, we're going to hold it here. Koya committing with less than a minute to play.
Yeah, a little bit of time to work with, but problem is pistol in hand. In the CDL and now in ranked, you do not have the UAV. When you have the device, it is much more difficult, as is killing Nero. Ridiculously snappy moment, but with 40 seconds left, you still need the extra kills. Can't fly through just yet.
Not just yet. Lovely awkward gunfight there. The trade's complete. Ravens winning the mid-map battle. Now Ravens winning the battle down by Solar. Opportunity for Koi. Still with 25 on the clock. It's still anyone's game here. Can we get an equalizer before the second half? Lurks, cut down. Device reset certainly helps that case for the Ravens.
So I peeped that. Easy Mac. I love you for it. That's great. We'll talk about that more later.
In a minute.
Because right now it's just going to be Toronto, maybe the only team to get that final play, but they're playing keep away from the device. Insight's able to pick it up, but he just has no teammate support. Actually, he does have the one front blocker, but it's versus 4.
He's got to get through. Can't make it. A firing squad. Good Lord. The Ravens were there. There wasn't enough on the time. Wasn't enough guns up to get that man through. Well, kinetic armor would have gone real hard there, right? Or an FTL. Good God, let me tell you. Beautiful stuff. The first half comes to a close. Ravens. They squeak through a couple there on the A goal. Not a bad look whatsoever from Koi, but a couple of missed opportunities. And yeah, Real might be in the depths of the enemy spawn, but if you can't capitalize on those kills, it doesn't go anywhere. Craze again. Beautiful first half. What did I just say? Beautiful first half.
Yeah, that was the 2-piece we just saw from him that set up this capture in the long term. So Craze putting in some serious work. You also said, Miles, that he was going for a strong side. Is that a Halo thing?
It is. When you tuck your head, you look down at the ground. Shout out Mikey Kavanagh, an absolute legend of the scene. Look down at the ground, hide your player model's head, stop you getting headshot in that game. In this game, though, it ain't stopping nothing. But I do love to see it. It is still a wonderful nod to the legends of gaming past. Into the second half, we go quick like, and Nero still pissing.
I don't know what to tell you. It totally helps looking down. Also, that is a very nice kill. Anytime you catch the device guy in a moment like that, makes the play for your teammates that much easier. Teammates, though, do not deliver. Carolina keeping the device control.
Yeah, still holding great possession over the top. Kleenex has got to go big. Next man up, inside, beautiful damage. Craze now on the do-si-do on the dance. He's got his teammates finding the kills. An opportunity once again to sneak around the corner. Oh, the backboard. And right into the 3-1 for the Ravens. Still controlling position on the top now as well. They could be looking at a rally. Kleenex has got to save the day here.
I mean, brother, he just hit a Euro step to get that through the B zone. That was finesse movement coming through from Craze. Continues to be on point. Toronto finally clean house, or at least take care of their spawn. But now you go back to the 50-50 battle over towards P2. Craze gets caught. Some man advantage right now for Toronto.
Still, they got the numbers. They've got the numbers. Now they have the device. Lurks, strikes first. Nice nade over the top is going to stop that. The device now crossing its way towards mid, waiting for the kills, waiting for the guarantee from Toronto, and that is the guarantee, lads. If you've ever seen it, that is the guarantee. It is going to be 3-2. Insight drives it home.
Yeah, they cap instantly as well, which means those two players are going to be slow on rotation. Carolina get a lot more space on the map. Craze able to pick up a guy on the exit, but you do lose your front man. So Carolina still in control, but obviously Toronto fighting. Now now the mini-map's looking mixy. Jodo C is very aggressive. Nero gets red, and here comes Toronto.
This is another great opportunity here. The wind-up play. They're giving themselves options. Device goes back towards mid. Insight working his way towards the B goal. He's got a bit sneaky. He has let Craze through, and Craze could stop this entire play. Is anyone going to check it? Oh, good God. An opportunity now. Last man up, Nero. It's a 1v1 for the goal. No, once again, Koi. They retreat, maintaining possession. We're looking towards an A hit, but Ravens will be there.
Yeah, and it's not like my ranked teammates. Carolina wrap back immediately and get in good defensive position. Maybe jump a little bit too aggressively to take down Kleenex, though, and that might be all four. It's Lurks versus the world, the stuns, the nades. It's the final cross, but Toronto have made it. They get the capture, and like my ranked play teammates, it was an overcommitment that costed them.
Well, your teammates must suck. I can't believe it. Well, back to mid we go. 2:20 to play, and the Ravens are on the back foot once again. Koi with a lovely start in the second half, and they are not letting go of the gas pedal. Insight has made his way forward. Can Insight catch a few more players here? There's the damage dealt. Real can't get the cross done. That is going to be the play stopped. Ravens now possession, an opportunity to turn it.
Well, oh, they're picking up the device as well. I mean, 2 minutes left, and you have this in spawn. If I'm Toronto, I'm actually, I think, happy with this situation. You know, you basically have a 4v3 for the most part, or the Pistol of Nero. No, it's a 4v4. My bad.
The Pistol of Nero sounds pretty cool. Well, right now, carrier for the Ravens. He's not a pigeon. He's not bringing news. He's bringing problems right now, and here come the problems of the former Toronto Koi. Off the wall, Insight gone. Halfway towards the Hellstop here, Craze finds another one, so opening through mid-map. You've got space to take. Space to take right now for the Ravens. We're making something happen. Is it going to be B? Is it going to be A? Or is it going to be Real on the flank? It might just be Real on the flank. And there he goes. Can he get a second man? He might not even need it. Real has stuffed the play. Oh, another two. Next man up, Real for three. Can he get it? No good. Lurks, what a win. Oh, Exceed with two. And the Ravens are on the front foot again.
And where did Toronto fill in off spawn? You got one player down low, one guy by ring. You got Lurks in a cheeky position, and now the device is going towards the top side over towards B. Craze has found his way through.
That should be it. Come on. Craze on the goal. Oh, Craze, another one, and that is the lead change. 45 to go. Unbelievable work from the Ravens. Toronto Koi. We're looking at a rally here. Craze from spawn again. We are looking at the rally here for the Ravens.
I mean, Craze is just going to call game. Yeah, him and Nero in your spawn. This is, I mean, what could you possibly do? Another two-piece there from Nero. Now you're getting shot in the side as the extra score is going to go through. Waste a little bit of time. Why don't you? Mathematically now impossible. Carolina continue to be perfect online. They just took Toronto to task.
Oh, that is a devastating loss. Toronto Koi, we will say, see you later, lads. Not the start they wanted in their campaign towards Birmingham. 3-0. We will not see extra time. We will not see another map. We will see a very, very happy Royal Ravens. 3-0 the final score.
And everything you want if you're a Ravens fan to go right, absolutely does. Nero throughout stage one was one of the most consistent players that we've had. A consistent series here. Very strong performance overall. Exceed gets the work done with the sniper rifle. Craze continues to be an exhilarating playmaker as well. I mean, he facilitated basically by himself at least two of those different captures, or at least made the lives of his teammates that much easier. An efficient work through and through. I mean, Lurks sort of a quiet series in a sense in my mind, but good the entire time. Super solid stuff, and yeah, Insight was not a presence there in that map 4. Can't even see his stats.
Can't even see his stats. Well, Lurks 18-26, but he picked up some absolute winners. Great saves. Unbelievable plays there from Nero. 32-19. He was a heavy, heavy hitter. 5-3 final score there on Exposure, and it was so close until the final 40 seconds. Brilliant work there by the Ravens. 3-0. The first win under their belt in the road to the major. Well, it's not about me. It's not about Chance. It's about the desk and all the fans at home that had Koi winning this one. Oh, look, Chance is a couple of aces. That's you and I.
Chance, you look good.
So does
We're
Miles.
in the studio. Finally.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, the left side arguably
I'm glad we're
better
aces,
looking.
Though, high five, or up top high five.
Yeah, great work there, guys. We all called purple.
Blue, 3-0. We look so dumb right now. Allie, did we forget who Carolina was online?
Yeah, I guess we did a little bit. Like, I know we didn't want them to be as online as they are, but wow, those guys are undeniable.
All right, that is a onliner jab at Maven. He was saying that onliners are no longer a thing. Name, should we squash this storyline or should we keep it going for the Carolina guys? Because Exceed now 6-0. Online.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, at this point, absolutely. I mean, you're judged by what you do on land, but yes, you have to win online as well, and they have a good thing going for them. They get back to the bedrooms, they're absolutely shooting, and the weird thing about it is they're not just like running around jumping people, they're playing the game the right way. Yeah. So there is some aspect of like when they got to land, there were nerves, and the air players didn't perform as well, but you watch this, and I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find many mistakes from the Royal Ravens throughout it.
Just a couple of introverts that feel most comfortable in the darkness of their own home.
Yep.
Listen, I probably play better in my own bedroom as well. So for the Carolina Royal Ravens, yes, if you're still getting points, you're winning on land, you're getting yourself favorable seeds heading into the major. By all means, be unbelievable during the online splits and portions. And to see this continuation, like, at least they're consistent somewhere.
Yeah, and part of this is obviously the Toronto Koi. They seem like a broken team at this point. Real continuously not playing well. Everybody kind of just like, we don't understand what's going on with Real. He's one of the best players we had in the game last year. So there's a dynamic, something going on in their camp that nobody really put their hand on. And it seems like there is change on the horizon for
Big Boss over in Twitch chat said, Insight leaving the game and the team, question mark. I've heard there's a new sub signing. Is this something that could be a preview of what's to come?
Yeah, I don't want to, put any omens on anybody or talk about, what could potentially happen in the future. But what we've seen on the timeline after the major, what Joe DeCeive said, he's kind of angry about it. And then you see people leaving the game at the end. And then just their performance, it speaks volumes from a Toronto team that we've seen for so many years be in the mix, at the very least, like a top 4 squad, to come back and lose your first series to this Carolina team. It's a bit underwhelming.
Adam Adamau after Major 1 said, we have been through stages like this before. Do not panic. We are sticking with the team. We'll see how long the owners can hold that way before the community pressure can put something on them. In the meantime, we got to highlight what came out of Carolina. We have some scuff play of the game gold in this one. Look at the comeback. This set the tone. It stole the momentum from Toronto Koi, and there was no bounce back in game 2 or 3.
Yeah, when we get to the second and third rotation on a map like Exposure, you can lock some hills down and you start getting those trophies. We get to the second rotation. The P5 was phenomenal, and then both P4s on both rotations were absolutely great as well. So, yeah, this Carolina team, they were down by about 100 points. P-Nex was popping off. You start to get control, mitigate that, make sure he has to hit front, and then it's GG's from there. They just run away with it. Nero was going crazy.
This series setting up some spicy topics, and we're excited to discuss them all live now with the young Lurks. Lurks coming up from Challengers, finds himself on Carolina. Exceed joins the team, and you guys go to the top 6 seed. Now, after bombing out at the major, I got to ask you, what happened on land?
I don't know. It just felt like we weren't playing the same, getting the same amount of kills that we were online. But I think we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and for Lurks, in you particular, you were the one player on the team I thought had a really good showing on land. Can you talk to me a little bit more about your role and kind of how you've been developing throughout this year in Black Ops 7?
My role is basically just chow everything, to be honest. Be as annoying as possible. Like, entry for my team, help them get kills and everything like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's my role.
Lurks, right now, you were sitting at a 4.0 in the Search and Destroy for this series. You guys are actually technically the #1 search team in the league still. What makes you guys so good at that game mode? What makes it so dangerous for us to leave?
I mean, our strong suits are basically me and Jay running around together. Jay's very ratty. He's like an S&D kid. He does everything. Caden with the sniper, insane. And then Nero just wins every gunfight. And I'm just running with Jay there. So, works out.
Awesome stuff from the squad today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you go celebrate with the squad.
Thank you.
That is Lurks, and that is Carolina earning more fans with every match. And if you're a Carolina fan, this could be your stage, Allie.
My aunt is a Carolina fan, so you know what? If you guys want to go undefeated online, that would be great. It'd be really good for her cortisol levels, so keep it up.
Never seen an 11-0 here at the CDL. First one could be coming our way. After this, we find out who will join Optic in Carolina at the top of the leaderboard. My money's on the Pink Squad. FaZe finishes top 3 at Major 1. Tonight, they take on the Heretics.
Oh my God, you breakers! You damage
official controller of the CDL. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
But with Major 1 getting started, it's about to set everything ablaze. You guys ready to get going up here?
Not going to allow him to be the playmaker that he wanted to be.
Bro.
And you can't get the trade.
What a statement there at the end, and Scrap's going to let him know about it.
Mamba is going off. Kreb now with the pistol, almost able to connect, but this is done.
Look at him talking shit.
It is a 3-0 Optic Texas. 3-1 victory for Paris. They move on to the second round, and now for Koi, you've got a very tough matchup. He's able to find Trank, but no! Raincore with the kill, just down to Insight, finds himself 2! Can he get the 1v1? Get out of the corner! He can't get away!
And the rookie gets the last laugh. Sometimes people say you don't really have a lot to play for, but these guys know that there's heavy pressure on them to potentially still be in the league after this matchup.
Shut all this down, but there's kills from Sith instead. Does he win it by himself? Sure feels that way. Down to the 1v1 with Extend!
Obviously, MC's on that team, so it feels good just to take down my whole teammate.
When they're terrific, this team is going to be very hard to beat.
I mean, we've just talked about the makeup of this roster all year. All the pieces make sense.
Just not enough time on the clock. FaZe are going to get some revenge, find themselves a 3-0, eliminating the Thief.
All right, Chad, drop a prime sub right now if you think we should make a team change.
We will crown champions at the end of the day. Absolutely on point.
First shots are good against him, and all the space he's got to clear. Decent shots for the first, able to find the kill. They're going to meet over to the middle of the map. Neptune's going to have the advantage. Kill comes through.
The 1v3 there for Mr. McLeod.
We're looking for the bomb. 2, 1. Stays alive.
You're so nervous. What happened, Brandon?
Buy yourself a Valentine's Day gift right now, as you could send yourself to Vegas. July 16th and 19th, we'll be partying at the Michelob Ultra Arena.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing like attending a Champs event.
Absolutely. Champs is the best event of the year. I mean, it's for all the glory, where you get a ring, where you make your name in history. And this one in particular in Vegas is going to be a banger. Pull up.
If you're a FaZe fan, I've been told that the home team wins Champs. That was true last year for Optic Texas.
Valid.
FaZe, we'll see if you can make it 2 in a row. Allie, let's Let's talk about our squads. And of course, it's got to start with the pink team who has hooked us up with our own set of custom poker chips. We've got all of the players as kings. We don't expect a roster change if they put that much effort into the art.
No, 100%. I mean, this team shouldn't make a roster change. They're unbelievable across the board, top 4 in almost every category. And I mean, come on, who do you think? Which one do you think is me?
Oh, which one?
Which one?
Well, definitely not the bald one.
Are you sure? I don't.
They gave you the heart. I see what they did there.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, that one's good.
If you guys would like your own Alley Cat, simply reply to us on Twitter here at COD League. We got to jump into this matchup, though, I'm told. Starting with Simp. They were 1 kill away from finishing top 2. Playing for the title, instead fumbling a 5-2 lead against their opponent, Paris Gentlemates. Where did it go wrong? Where can they right the ship today, Allie?
Where did it go wrong? I mean, it was just kind of the other team clutching up, right? From the side of FaZe, I mean, they were playing phenomenal. I felt like throughout the entirety of this weekend. Of course, they get dropped in that first day, which FaZe, weirdly enough, has done that in the past before, and we saw how much they were able to transition and quickly make that turnaround in elimination. Just didn't come out, but the S&D is still unbelievable. 6-1 record, won 3 straight hard points, and they started at 0-4. So that's looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a FaZe team that when they did struggle, it was in hard point, and we've seen this before. It's because their fundamentals were lacking. They're not early setting up that rotation. They're not being on the same page, which is an easy fix for a caliber of players on this team.
Yeah, and, you know, looking at their opponent, the Miami Heretics had a good major themselves. You know, you talk about Heretics team, 2 big wins. I mean, able to take out Toronto. You also beat Vancouver, and Rancor had an awesome tournament.
Yeah.
And with this team, they figured out their Search Destroy. Throughout all of Split 1, I was talking about when they were winning last year, they were dominating their Search, and particularly their Game 5s.
Yeah.
And Super was making plays. Well, he was back to making plays, especially with the sniper in hand. And like we talk about the tape all the time, and you watch their Search tape, it is awesome. Setting up traps. You know, they're the best team in the league at getting the bomb down on offense, which splits up the defense, and they do it a lot by misdirecting you. So it's a really tall task to go in and try to beat Heretics in 2 searches. When you got a guy like Rancor, you're probably taking a respawn.
Yeah, but their hard points have sucked recently, right, Al?
Yes, they have sucked. They're a huge hard point drop-off. They won 1 in their last 6, specifically because they are not good at Scar and Colossus. And obviously, as you now look at this spread, Scar is going to be that map #1. So that's going to be a big focus for Miami to see if they put any new work into that specific map mode combo.
We're starting off stage 2 with a perfect 0-2 prediction record. I'm about to make it 0-3. FaZe? Sorry, you're getting the Puckett curse here on day 1. I believe too much in Simp.
Yeah, I got FaZe taking this one, man. I think we can go Game 5. I like this Miami team, but Game 5, I'm going to take FaZe.
Look, I got a pink chip, and I got a, I got a pink
there you
chip,
go.
and I got an orange chip. Which one do you think I have more chips
You
of?
thought this was your pink one, so I think you're going to go orange chip.
So you already think I messed up, and I have to go the...
Yeah.
The odds kind of look stacked in FaZe's favor. I think I'm going to stick with Vegas in this one.
Good use of the props. We're all going pink. Fans agree, which
Congrats,
means it's a Miami Heretics upset. Here we have the most beautiful kings. It's the Diamond and Heart himself.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Christopher. Listen, yes, FaZe favored this, but last year, Miami were a thorn in their side. You think the team that knocked out FaZe to get top 6 in Major 3, it was Miami. Team that knocked them out at Champs to get top 6, Miami. Something about this Miami team plagued them last year. I know there are some changes to both teams, but the matchup, I mean, it was exhilarating last year. That was like that 250, 249 Hacienda, all those insane series. Like, they battled, bro.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe was always a team that kind of went towards a Game 5. This is me, huh?
Yeah, that's the updated.
Oh. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is they went to a Game 5 a lot last year. Miami just ended up being like one of, if not the best search team towards the middle of the year, as soon as they added Super. So yeah, thorn in their side. But the Des talked about it. Their search was getting back into form. Their hard point, though, it was getting better, but at land fell off quite a bit.
It certainly did. Miami's still looking to improve. I mean, I think pretty decent run considering they started in losers and they had a slow start to the year. I mean, you win a couple series.
Yeah.
You win a couple series. You beat Toronto, right?
Yeah, you got a top 6.
Yes, exactly.
You salvage the stage is
100%,
the way I would put it if I was there.
If they were expecting a top 3 or something coming out of losers, maybe a little too high of expectations, they did it pretty well considering. But, and on the other side, yeah, for FaZe, who knows? You close out that 5-2 game, that round 8 where Simp gets shots into 2 people from behind. He said that round's going to haunt him. He gets a kill there. They probably win it. Who knows if they win the whole damn event? But instead, you end up getting a top 3 of FaZe, regardless of roster. Seemed to be a lock for like a top 2, top 3 finish. I think a lot to be positive about for FaZe Vegas, even though you walk away with the third.
No, I mean, that's just it. Probably felt, yeah, they should have been the final. Who knows what would have happened with that matchup.
They might have got smoked. I don't know, but like, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, they played very well versus Optic Online, right? That was sort of the I don't know, turnaround for Draza with all the talks, you know, his individual performance. But yeah, I think it was just good to see. But there's still work to do, a very motivated team. But talking about motivated, Rencor, yeah, their hardpoint was weak, but individually his hardpoint was not. And well, a great start here at 7-1.
Yeah, he can shoot with the best of them and trying to keep this streak going. He's got damage into 2 in front of him. Just going to lie prone and rely on his teammates to step up and finish off the weak players. Able to do that. Metals, great help over the top. He's going to get traded out, but Real just soaking up the time, playing his life, getting closer and closer towards that Hellstorm.
And this is a great start considering what you're 1-4 on this map. If you're Miami FaZe, you are undefeated on this map in Scar Hardpoint. This is a map you don't see very often. They were very strong earlier in the year. Started off 3-0. Team started to veto it versus them. So, I mean, they're happy to see it, but not the start that you want. I mean, Simp 0-6. When do we see that?
Not very often. No, they're waiting for Simp to spawn in. That'll probably help him out because he has been a superstar for them in Hardpoint or just in the respawns, really just kick off the year. Other guy that's been lights out for them really has been Abuza. He's been terrific statistically.
But he had what, like that one winners one, like just slow series?
Yeah.
And he's had that before, even with Surge last year, where like he would just have these off days, and then it felt like after that off day, like he would just come alive throughout the tournament, get better and better as the tournament would go on.
Sim still. Let's see. Let's get to him. Can he find a kill? Last time yeah, he's on the board. 1-7 start, but he's probably trying to get a little bit turned up. Is there down 60? Early hold for Heretics, but yeah, I mean, for parts of this year, it has been, unless Simp has been going God mode, FaZe have really struggled in the respawns. That wasn't really the case at the major, but online it was a lot of the times.
Yeah, then they started to turn around, right? We saw like these other guys step up, and then he didn't have to do that. But at the major, he just had some unbelievable performances. Almost got them to that final. But yeah, he's gonna have to turn it around here because I mean, Miami, they are doing everything that they want right now. A great start. Yeah, 3 players on 10. You're winning rotations. Already set up here at this P4.
I really don't remember last time I saw a start like this from him though. 1-9. It's kind of insane. But still a lot of game to be played. But what did we see? If you talk back to like the first series of the day, it was like a 100-point advantage early in the Scar, and you saw how hard it was to come back in that. It was a nice effort for Boston, but they fell a little bit short. FaZe are going to try and get the juices flowing and get something positive to write home about, but they're still trying to break it here at 4, and you still have the spawns in the back for Heretics. A couple of big gunfight wins, though, and FaZe will be in a good spot with 30 seconds remaining. Super really going to be the last guy here. He's tagged up to 30. I was going to say in drop, but just a snap there with the knife.
Yeah, we've been seeing this a lot, especially on this hill. When it's time to finesse, just pull out the knife, get ready to hit that button, hit the melee button, and find that kill. The problem is, though, all of FaZe, as soon as P4 spots, you saw like 3 Draviks come out. They knew they had to get mixy. They're able to find those final 25 seconds to get them back into the game. So nice stuff from FaZe to get into it, but still a 50-point lead here for Heretics.
Yeah, maybe it's starting to come a little bit alive. Simp has started to at least find some kills. Metals, though, was terrific in transition. He found 2 at a key position when FaZe were trying to battle for spawns. You still have 04 just kind of lurking, waiting for his teammates to maybe pressure from the front. They're able to combo on a nade. On the backside, they're still trying to deal with 04. They're able to do that, but everyone else can be flying forward. Great job from Trakes to at least get 1. Beautiful job walking away with the double. Had a bit of help there, but from the front, they're still able to hold it. Solid stuff so far for Miami, and now what FaZe are able to chip away at is getting pushed out again here.
Yeah, I mean, just great life out of Trace. Able to play his life. Now he can get aggressive, and I mean, he just has so much map control. He is forcing FaZe to pretty much flood through mid-cut. So all the info over to his teammates. Super now gonna have a freebie. 04's towards that plane heady, but that is a good chunk of time at this P5.
Yeah, I mean, Rancor had that insane start, still solid, but like everyone else is right there with him. I mean, the entire board positive right now for Miami. FaZe simply getting beaten, outslayed, and fried. And really, it started from the get-go. We'll see if they can turn it up now in the second set of rotations. Metals will be in, soaking early. Help on the crossfire here with Trakes. Him and Metals able to combine to take 1 down. Simp got 1. He's looking for an opening. Well, maybe he thought he found the opening, but Trakes will find the angle, get in behind.
Yeah, Trace is another one who at times on Scar just is prone to these slow starts, but rocked in an M15, right? Not always just trying to force the Dravic, and it is paying off here. But Heretics in the lead right now. Let's go to a listening with Miami.
Dale, seguir. Dip izquierda. Te tengo arriba. Tengo un tiro. Con.
Son tres. Te ayudo. Van tres de cara.
Jodido. Tengo uno tocado. Vale. Te das piña. Dame, toma vuestro tiempo. Arriba, chavales. Da ruta. ¿Ayudáis?
Uno sí.
Vamos por arriba.
Sin porto, tío. De punto, la caja tumbado.
Arriba.
En la derecha, duro. Una, dos, tres.
Arriba otro.
Va para ti uno sí.
Arriba y punto.
17 segundos. Vamos a limpiar el scrap. Dale. Ahí no, tengo uno. Dos. Uno está en Wick, muerto. Otro está en la casa. Marque abajo. Se mete dentro marque.
Marque traza un tiro muerto. P1 y spawn.
Arriba tocado. De uno. Vale, uno va a marque. Marque más echado. Se vuelve dentro marque. Vamos a limpiar mapa.
Miami still rolling, still a balanced effort, firing on all cylinders, and looking to walk away the map 1 win. Just need about 50 more points, but if FaZe's comeback is going to come, here's where it starts. They have a nice setup here at 3, in position to maybe make a run, but they're going to have to chain together several here to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you're just getting such a balanced effort as well from the Miami side. Obviously, a very motivated group right after Major 1. I mean, listen, Rain came out and there was like 3 or 4 of them immediately in like the top 20 for the top 250. So these guys know they got to catch up. And so far here in the map 1, a much better job here than what we've seen on Scar.
I was worried maybe we were going to have all 3 O's today with the way things were playing out, but
still might.
Yeah, I guess still might towards Miami. Yeah, but we'll see if this series flips on its head. But with the break there, they get the remaining time. Still, I mean, have solid hard point for FaZe. It's just tough because you're in such a deep hole. And now some big kills coming when knew it's about to pop. Last guy here is going to be Draza. He has to go nuts, not able to do it. That is perfectly done by Heretics. And honestly, that play there might seal the game.
I mean, I don't know how Rentor gets 2, though. Just great shots from him. He is on point. But then you look up and Super, I think this has been, I don't know, a key. Is like, we just really haven't seen this Super, especially in the respawns that we saw last year.
Yeah, so last year, so it's this year, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it at times, but not as consistently as we have seen it in the past. But throughout this map 1, he's dominating.
He is frying. They came out and threw a haymaker, and they have kept FaZe on their ass. Still a chance, I guess. I mean,
sure.
A glimmer of hope, as I say that, 4 dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might absolutely be gone. You'll get the tick here, so FaZe have to contest, have to somehow win rotation as well.
Yeah, Rentor's already through, so he's going to help out. He's going to just stay green side. Well, he's going to get a couple of kills on cutoff, but it doesn't even matter because he's going to be there. You see FaZe right off spawn towards Motel. They're trying to run towards this P5. 1 more second needed. Rentor is there. Beautifully done by Miami.
Incredible opening map from Miami. Listen, I don't say this often. One of the few times I say this in 7 years, but Sim got shit on. I haven't said that many times, but he got fried. I mean, it felt like he couldn't buy a gunfight win over the course of that. Just got dominated by Miami. I told you these guys are a thorn in their side. We'll see if they can wake up. Draza's got the I just woke up hair. You can see that coming out of him for sure. They need to turn it on. That was, I mean, it came out flat. And this FaZe team has been a little susceptible to that, especially in hardpoint. Hardpoint obviously has not been their strong suit, but that wasn't all that close.
No, I mean, especially considering that's been like their best hardpoint on the year and in Miami's weakest. So if this is going to tell us a story, well, this is a great sign for Heretics.
Oh, absolutely. You get decent volume out of like Abuza. Outside of that, pretty much stinkers all around, especially out of like the SMG duo. Granted, this is not really an SMG map per se. You're gonna see M15s out more often than not, but they just get dominated. And that's just a fantastic looking scoreboard on the side of Miami. You get everything you want. This is a streak from Rancor to kick us off. Played his life so well here at the P2. Little two-man game of medals to open up a nice lead. And the closest it got was like 50-ish?
It was right after this hill. And then, honestly, what was just so well done was that P5 by Miami to keep it up to a 100-point lead. Usually that hill could be very mixy. It's easy to find a break, and that's where we were on board with Trace. He was able to get pushed out plane side. They had so much room, and you can see it gets back up to 110 after FaZe got it close at that P4. So just great response out of Miami.
I know it's weird because I guess they got a top 6, right? Despite the, starting in the losers bracket, but outside of, I guess, like Thebes, like, do you think teams with like the most room to improve? Probably them. I guess you'd say Toronto too, but I guess I'm not thinking Toronto after the last year. I'm a little worried their struggles are going to continue. But like Miami or Thebes, like real chance to just sort of, I don't know, be most improved for Major 2?
Yeah, I think, like, listen, that was kind of like the story the entire stage. It just felt like Miami was always a step behind, trying to get Trace incorporated. I don't know, you should see some of the players, like, were uncomfortable. Super didn't seem very, comfortable on the map in some of these respawns, outside of, like, exposure hardpoint. But, yeah, if they can get back into form, they were very much in the mix last year in the top 4.
Well, I feel better about them doing it than I do Toronto right now. And
100%.
Hell, if I'm Real, I'm like, take me back.
Maybe.
Please take me back. It's not going to happen, though, because Trace has been starting to ball out. It's been impressive to see him improve since we first casted him. You think I'd be on my hands and knees, brother. Please take me back. How do you say that?
It's still early.
I don't know how you say that in Spanish.
Still early.
Yeah, you're right. If we learned anything last year, it's still early. It's the end that matters, Joe. But I feel real good. I always respect Super because Super games like I do. Sitting back, tucked back. You don't want your face in the camera, it's gonna ruin your eyesight. We're taking a look at our sharpshooters.
Well, he wears glasses, so he's already got tough eyesight.
True.
Yeah, he started with that. But talking about the snipers on the year, and Super and Abuza leading the way. So eyes on those two. As Super's got 40, Abuza with 35 as we take a look at our team matchup.
No, they have been they've been terrific. It's been so fun to watch these guys. Abuza was real close on ready to have one of the nastiest clips I've ever seen. It was still a disgusting snipe base, but like he hit that clean, and my clothes are off, and I'm sprinting. That would have been good.
Okay.
But you know what? On that list though, still, dude, when I Sib, bro, I can't stop thinking about the final. Sib was God.
Yeah, no, he was very
That's one of the more takeover type series, just from a stat standpoint. He was incredible. But yeah, these two certainly looking to shake it up and have a little boxing match here with sniper rifles.
Yeah, no, that's a heavyweight boxing match for sure. Well, Scar, you will absolutely see these snipers come out. It's just a question of, do you want to pull them out early, wait till the later rounds? We will see as we get into map number 2.
Yeah, pull-out timing is important, but search and destroy now. We'll see if FaZe can get back into this. Looked like maybe the best, if not second best, like search and destroy team going into the tournament. And then, unfortunately, where it ended for them was an absolute, it's hard to even call it a collapse. Like, it's more of a Neptune takeover. Like, it was, but I don't think about them throwing as much as I think about Neptune just turning into actual the god Neptune.
Yeah.
Okay, well, nice start here in the search and destroy. As the nade's gonna hit, Trace and Rancor out of it immediately.
That's that round.
Yep, and this round is called as soon as the lethals are thrown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Normally we see it on the defensive side of the attacking team when they start to go towards A, but they caught Miami towards the B bomb, right? We've heard just sort of talks with pros like running like some strong arm nades, and maybe another example of it right there.
That is a fast one. Round is done. I don't know, bro, not too much to talk about the Miami camp.
Good nades,
good nades.
Great prep.
Great arm strength there out of the FaZe boys. Simp already has as many kills as he did in the map 1. Listen, I don't usually rag on him.
I know.
I think he is the best player I've ever commentated. I usually am called out for being too much, his fan. So when I get a chance to make fun of him a little bit, I have to.
I have to.
I get it. I'll apologize to him later.
Yeah, 100% you will.
In case I need him to carry me in a different video game down the road. Yeah, real clean, real quick in that first one. Super, we'll see if he can find the angle. They're gonna get bomb. And now look to plot their attack. You can see grouping up over towards B. Playing real far forward. that's a sticky right in your bum hole.
Yeah, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, but it may not matter. I mean, maybe that's how you set up the round.
That's true. Just listen, we talk about selling a fake. That's selling a fake.
That is selling. They're not going to go B. Trace just runs in and gets 2 kills.
Absolutely not. Incredible play. That was all planned out by Miami Heretics. Beautiful job there. Sim trying to get an angle through the smoke. Not going to happen. Him and Abuza going to try and clutch up in a goofy round.
I just saw it like happening because I've done that so many times already. I'm just like, oh, my bad, bro. Someone jumps right in front of you, and that's it.
Take that right in your sweet spot. Abuza can't hit the shot. He's going to get dropped. No more sniping hand. It's all on Simp now. 1 versus 3. Had an unreal tournament individually. He's been nuts in search, and we'll see if he can clutch. There's one. Not able to chow the second. He will get dropped. Nice little comeback in a 3 versus 4 behind the old kill my teammate and then kill all of you strategy.
Honestly, I don't even know how that worked. Like, we were just kind of laughing. I don't even know what
100%. I literally was not even looking at the screen.
I don't even know what Trace just ran up to plate and he got 2. I have no idea how it worked, but it does. Yeah, Metals, they're trying to line this up on 0-4, and Rentor's trying to get some shots in, and unfortunately, it's just... Oh, it's right to the...
that's like, that's
the calf.
The top of his calf, yeah. My apologies, it wasn't where I thought he placed it, but good view there in the slow-mo. Thank you.
Imagine if it was just stuck right there.
Perfect, yeah. No, that would have been good. That would have been good. FaZe offensively now grouped up. Battling it out towards A. Well, Draza no longer battling. 0-4 no longer battling. Super. One of your leaders in the sharpshooter department. He is going nuts. Simp now left at a 1 versus 3 again. Able to take out one. Much more manageable than the last time around. He has bomb in hand. We'll see if he can walk away to the clutch. Leading everybody at 4-1, but in trouble now. Yeah, that's it's not going to be winnable there as he's sliding out.
Even if he doesn't, I mean, they don't win that round, but that kill from Abuza on the Super might be key. I mean, I mean, you want him to, after the first 2 and a 4-on-2, you want him to be able to play his life and stay alive, but that doesn't happen, and he's staying in the middle of the map is covered, so he's still going for peaks, but a small victory there for FaZe, but yeah, great shots out of Super.
We'll watch Super again. Ding on 1. And a ding on a 2. We'll see you later. Oh, that wasn't registered a headshot. That was like forehead to me, but nice shots. He's been one of the best at it, and you see it there again. But yeah, no, losing the sniper might be a little bit of a blunder in that round. We'll see as we get deeper into it. Drakes got 2 in back-to-back rounds. Sitting on a little 4 spree. 0-4 has gotten to an aggressive position. We know defensively you can get the spot. We talked about it a lot during the Optic series earlier. You can get the spots and you can find freebies just like that. It's just, it's hard to deal with.
I mean, that is a confident play out of Super. He is trusting his stun right there, but just not checking the corner, but it still may not matter. Another first blood for FaZe on a defense, and well, Miami still might win the round.
Yeah, it's starting to become a theme here. Sticking it. Worked to get bomb in. I think Abuza had a snipe again over the top. Oh, he thought he finished it.
Oh, well, it was Metals. It was Metals. It wasn't Rentor. I'm gonna protect him. That was a team shot, but it didn't look great.
No, that takes me back to that.
Hold on, no, hold on. Okay, this is a crazy map.
That takes me back to the round 8, though. The Colossus had like shots into 2 in the back, but this is a little different.
Why are you bringing this up again, man? This is crazy.
You just think you have one dead, you snap off him.
Well, yeah, he thinks he's sliding back. Like, why would he slide back out? But he did. Catches him off guard. Abuza almost turns that 1-on-3 into a round. But Miami, find another one in a 3 versus 4.
He was real confident he had the kill, though. Unfortunately, did not. Abuza nearly something wondrous. But yeah, this has been a wacky one. It's been a fun search. Usually, the goofier they are,
yeah, it's a good thing.
The more fun they are. Yeah, I mean, it might not be the best plays, but they're fun to commentate. Trakes, I think it's 3 rounds in a row now with 2 kills in each, so he's up to a 6 spree. Simp, well, started the game with a nade to kick things off. Finds another opener with a nade. First bloods, though, haven't necessarily led to round wins for FaZe. This, though, with a 4v2 advantage, you better be closing out. 0-4. Hunting for the final one. Teammate will pick it up, and FaZe get a... Well, that's one of our more normal rounds that we've had.
Yeah, but it starts with sort of the nades. I don't know, FaZe put that extra work in. Nade spots on point. Again, normally it's from the defensive side we're kind of seeing these happen, but they're catching Miami in these spots.
Simp starts it off. Simp closes it out. I just see the Capriati sponsor. I'm thinking about a sandwich.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know. I was thinking.
Sandwich shop. Oh, yeah, no, it was in, well, I don't know. Is it in Ohio?
I don't think so.
We had it in
No.
Pennsylvania, or no, wait. Yeah, I think so in Pennsylvania. I think when I lived in LA and New York. Yeah, it's like a sandwich shop. It's good. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, really, it's like think of it like a sub shop.
That's
Yeah, good.
sweet. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
No, it's good. It's good.
I was literally like, as we were watching Simp, I was looking at that like, I gotta look that
No,
up.
I think it's a new sponsor. Like,
Cool.
I think it's sweet about it, but no, there's some delicious sandwiches. It's another first blood here for FaZe.
Behind a nade.
Yeah, exactly, behind a nade. You know what I miss? Because we always set the majors. I'm going to make our production team get us a data view.
Okay.
I don't know if it's possible when it's online.
Not sure.
See, I kind of miss it. I'm always looking for it for first bloods and stuff. Production, we'll think about it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Simp gets tickled, but not dropped. Abuza holding the edge, able to hit his shots. Super now last alive. We saw him lose the sniper earlier, and sniper will be gone. Back-to-back FaZe rounds where it's pretty dominant. And again, kicking off with a nade, right? Super good.
Well, I'm just thinking, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're playing with like the snipes with no aim assist. I'm just trying to count the lives. It feels like we've seen it often. I know there was that update today. I don't know if they're playing with it live right now.
I don't know.
Me neither. It's a conversation for them.
Yeah. We'll see what FaZe strategy they take into this one after a couple dominant ones. 3 straight for Abuza and Simp. Miami kind of trying to slow this down with a couple of tough rounds. Abuza looking for a pixel. Getting pushed up out here mid, trying to get a one-on-one chow. I don't think it's going to be a one-on-one chow. Trinks might get a bullet into him as well because Draza got deleted. Super is going to hit the snipe on his side, so it looks like we're. I don't know.
It's out the whole time.
Yeah, okay, it's out the whole time.
Yeah, it's got to be. I've seen a lot of deaths with it, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but it doesn't matter to us. We're just going to commentate over it.
A 4 and a 1 versus 3. See if he can somehow pull this one out. 40 seconds to work with. Well, position now given up. And that'll be the snipe from Super. He has the angle, shuts him down through the window, and they'll get a round up now.
A nice bounce back round, but yeah, just behind the snipes.
That's what you were like. We've seen a lot of snipes.
Yeah. And again, we just never really know what patch we're on. So we apologize if we sound a little bit silly. Yeah. And maybe they're just playing with it because
or what GA we might be currently dealing with. Yeah.
Maybe they're just playing with it with what's coming to the future. So I'll stop talking about it.
4-3 now in Miami. Looking to take the 2-0 edge in the series. FaZe, it's a 4-man stack over towards A. Metals should be getting some information on the other side of it. That the B is pretty clear, but with enough time going, FaZe will start to send some people on the wrap back. Super still trying to get the angle here with the snipe. Now Miami starting to progress up behind Metals, up towards B. The lone guy there for now looks to be Draws. It looks like Draws in the minimap just peeked it, so I think he got some info. He might need some help, or maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think you have nobody mid-cut. Yeah, you have nobody mid-cut, so Metals is just going to walk up. Normally, you have someone in the middle of the map to help out Draws, but you played so aggressive A side where it's just Draws on an island, and he gets caught. Yeah. Simp's able to find one, but 0-4 is nowhere near this play.
Yeah, like I saw him shoulder like on the minimap, so I thought he got info, but when no one came across, I guess I was like, maybe that's not the case. But also, I didn't know there was a smoke down when I was looking at the minimap before we got over there, so probably doesn't get any info. Now it'll be Abuza and 0-4 trying to retake this. Nice little slide out and chow there from Super. 0-4 last up, another opportunity for a 1v3 clutch. I think Sims had a couple cracks at it. 0-4 now his second opportunity. Spots him, but best of luck with sub in hand to win this. Some fights inside the house you'll take, but
I don't know. Dravish, they could win that.
Yeah. Absolute beamers. trying to make him panic a little bit, maybe with the smoke.
Oh, it would have worked. I mean, he had the right play call. One was going to jump out and check. Instead, turns around, and we have seen timings go wrong inside that house.
Oh, yeah. If he just, like, sat there and looked right for another second, that might be a clutch he's able to walk away with. Instead, Trakes continues his great game, 9-4. Really had a lot of big rounds just to kind of get them out to that 3-1 lead.
No, but it is good to see just sort of his development. Feels like he's getting more and more comfortable.
That seems to be a thing just with anyone, like teams when they're struggling this year, or players struggling. Just, yeah, uncomfortable. Maybe he was a little bit to start, but as you said, starting to find his role with this team, leading the entire lobby and a round away from the 2-0 edge. Booza, big stick in hand. See if anyone gets a little overeager here on the chow. You just think of some of these rounds, FaZe got the first blood, you'd be in a pretty good spot if they were able to close out the rounds. Well, here's another first blood. We'll see if they can get it done.
Yeah, nice shot on a Super. I mean, Super's going for that, but now it's all about the flank. Trace or Rencore trying to find out Draws, and well, instead it's the opposite way. Draws gonna get some big info.
So the combat over to his teammates. Trace is pinned and in trouble. Rencore's got the help, though. I thought this round might fall apart for FaZe, and it still might. It's going to be Simp and Abuza up against Rencore and Trakes. Abuza still the snipe. Looking over Simp. Plant hasn't come in. Nice pick there from Simp. Abuza had the right idea on the route from Rencore, but okay, I was saying I thought the timing might have been as bad as it could be, but able to close out the round, stay in the fight. They got to rip off, 3 straight here to get the dub, though. Some big moments there from Abuza. It's like Rencore, yeah, he just gets like a clean pick somehow on the planter and gets out. This round might fall apart, but there's the opener as well from Abuza to give them the man advantage early on.
All right, so Stud let me know. He asked Craze, and Craze, we're playing with the update, so there's no aim assist. So
okay.
That's what I was told by my guy, Jay Stud.
Cool. Thank you, Jay. So we're ripping it.
We're ripping it.
Got it. Trakes had a hell of a map, just trying to bide his time. You've seen players get caught early on the push here, but no one's gotten that aggressive outside of, I guess, kind of 04, tucked away towards the P1. And playing opposite side of the box that I think is Simp.
Yeah, Simp's gonna have to be careful here. I mean, this is normally a spot. Sometimes Nate a stun lands right there. Gotta be careful. You're gonna clear this if you're Miami.
Inching forward, checks it and wins it. You think with Draza maybe helping over the top, but like the SMG advantage there, that's going to be where someone gets the kill. I don't know if he gets cambered a little there or the other way.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the slide hits and
yeah.
Maybe you don't want to shoot, and maybe you're thinking he doesn't see it, but it doesn't matter. His teammates are bringing this back. Bomb is down, and well, sometimes the first blood just doesn't matter.
In this matchup, that seems to be the case. Super scrolling away, trying to quick scope. Pistol hits, but not enough. FaZe bring it back in the 3 versus 4. We're going all the way around 11 time. Abuza 0-4, Simp all with 9. Trakes on the other end right there with him. But all that matters is around 11, who will be the hero here?
I mean, there was that, yeah, so you get that first kill, 0-4 is able to find medals, and yeah, then the snipe from Abuza just right on the Trakes, right in the kneecap, able to take him down. So you turn that around quickly if you are FaZe, have the 3 versus 2, a nice retake after Simp gets blooded.
Beautiful. Now, I'm going to just say whoever gets first blood loses. No,
that's what it's been.
It's been a decent amount of it. Offense for Heretics. Nade hits for FaZe have been so good. Looks like no combination here to get a pick. Simp going to get aggressive this time. We've seen a 4 push up to this position a couple times. Remember, 04 was in that spot and got a kill. I think he played it low, but still, if Heretics do need to clear that, might be a spot they check, so we'll see if Simp gets caught. For now, though, everybody grouping up here to bully their way onto it. No one watching the flank.
Yeah, you're just waiting for 04, and then Simp's going to go. But instead, 04 dies. And now Sim's just gonna pretty much wait for that. Well, yeah, you're hoping your sniper's able to find a pick. Instead, now Metals can watch the flank. You just have to get the bomb down safely.
Group up and hit it is a strat for Miami. Simp, though, he's gonna stop the bomb plant. That's a massive pick. And Draza stay up on the other side. Draza, Chow's gonna get away. Able to get away with 10 HP. Simp wants to try and help him. And honestly, I think he's done enough to allow him to get out. Chows gets damaged into both. Both so weak. Draza's got to go. Oh, I thought weak enough that he could finish it off, but that's not the case. If Draza gets back to full HP and can Chow a little bit quicker there, damn, that might be a round win. And like Simpson to get there, so Draza can't get hunted down, but maybe you just get shots in the first and you get back up, but even then you might get chased down. Nearly, though, bringing it back in the 2 versus 4. A crazy, well, search and destroy, a crazy round 11. Miami, though, up 2-0, looking strong.
No, honestly, yeah, but going up 5-3, you're bringing it back if you're FaZe, and then, yeah, that 2 versus 4 is so close if you are Sim. But yeah, again, just a team effort there from Miami. Just some wild, crazy plays on both sides.
He did end up with almost as many kills to the map 1, by the way.
That is true.
Yeah,
now you should say that. Yeah, now you should say it.
It was real close. It was real close. But, yeah, I mean, just a really, really wacky one, especially when you talk about the first bloods, because what you end up leading, it was just 6-5, but it must have been 5 rounds that the team that didn't get the pick ended up winning the round. And honestly, it mostly became a topic because after the friendly stick, that was just comedy. The fact that they were able to walk away with that round. But a couple, if you're FaZe, it's like, we probably should have won this. Like, you had blood, you had good position, and then you threw it away a bit. Throwing away search and destroys in FaZe has not really been a big topic, but it might be this year. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. After the major, it's sort of like one of those things that I don't know. I'm sure they're going to be working on it. Don't want those things to happen again. But yeah, some mistakes throughout that one.
Some mistakes from both teams, but Miami strong enough to get it done. It has been a day of 3-0s. I thought if this was going to be a 3-0, it was likely going to be FaZe giving out the 3-0. Instead, they might be on the receiving end. Miami up 2-0. Look to close out the map 3. They've been looking to improve with Trace in the lineup. He has gotten comfortable, and this team is roaring. Map 3 up after the quick commercial break.
Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to FaZeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Oh, great. This again. Oh, they're gonna dig this.
Enemies up in my sight. Whoa, they better run for the night. Cause when we show up, cause we load up, then we pow, pow, pow.
Finish the mission.
Hoorah! Can I get some help?
On the way. Look out, freak bag.
Rising, they climbing, they guarantee we never stop.
It's you and me against the world.
Controlling the show. Blow for blow. You cannot see me. I leave eyes closed.
Listen, where am I looking here? It's Mother's Day, all right? Call your moms, all right? And maybe I'll call them too.
Absolutely loving the Rio addition to the asset. And you get into the Karachi SD just so.
Reset. I'm in. And we can. I'm trying to be dead.
And we gonna head.
One more, me. I'm in, Dashie, one shot dead. I'm in, 10, one shot. Dead.
What? Wait. One more dead. Alright, push it. I'm playing. Pink cross. Go one more minute.
There's the check. Oh, I like it more.
Brady in the face.
Bro, what? This is like a new person. Like, I don't even. First person that came to mind is Joe Deceives. Who's the second person? It might be me. Nah, it can't be me. I don't want to do glasses. Hixie, I'll say Hixie.
This has to be MC and Real.
I'm gonna do, I think that's MC and Joe Deceives.
Bro, I'm gonna say MC. Yeah, I don't know who the second one is. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say MC for one of them.
It's me?
It's you and Joe Deceives.
How? He wears glasses?
That's Joe? Damn, bro. I'm getting one at least. I knew it was MC. I just didn't know who else was on there. Joe Deceives? Oh my god, dude.
That's a good one.
One major is in the books this year is already a banger. Tickets are on sale already for champs, which we have not been able to say really ever in the history of our esport. It's awesome to have them on sale so early. Get your tickets now. It's going to be litty. We're going to Vegas, and Joe's going to party.
I'm not. I'm way too old for that. But, I'll see you there. That's for sure. Scan the QR code.
100%. Scan the QR code. Grab tickets. You can scan Sim's face. That's where it was. But we get ready for the map 3. Miami in control. Map 2 certainly winnable for FaZe. Map 1, they just came out too flat. Like, there were some moments of life, but not really. It was not a pretty map 1. Overload has been one of the best, if not their best at times. So
yeah, but this is where it's interesting if you're FaZe, because this is your auto veto all year. So they're trying to expand the map pool. This is sort of the FaZe style, right? Get that map pool. Normally they don't have auto vetoes.
You think you'd be down 0-2 when you're testing.
Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, you're down 0-2. You're hoping maybe not. I mean, you're scrimming it, yes, but they have not played it in a match. Not one of their go-tos. They looked elsewhere, but trying it out now.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, you think about this qualifier, if there's a little chance, maybe a chance to try stuff out, the fact that you're playing every single game
11
once,
matches,
11 matches instead of what? We've had 5 sometimes, 7. Maybe a little bit more room for this, and series loss isn't going to kill you, but we do know when it comes on tiebreakers and stuff, usually it's like the 3-0s that do hurt you.
But a series loss could kill you because you could get eliminated and not go to the major.
Well, true. That's true. I guess not really expecting that for FaZe, but who the hell knows, Joe, is Miami. Get 4 dead and instantly put through a score. The struggles for FaZe continue. The success for Miami. Rolling.
I mean, just dropping headshots evaporate Draza. His Metals was all stunned up, but just right from the get-go, and well, now you were trying to chain this together and get 2 on the board. As Super is still alive in the back, and well, there we go. Should be going in. There's another 3 dead, and well, it's still there. All 4 able to play a little defense. A goal line stand for FaZe. I have no idea how you do not get that in.
I gotta watch that back. There was plenty of opportunity for someone to get that in, right?
I think it's just like one guy died, and I don't know. Yeah, just the timing of it. Someone's full stunned.
I literally just started looking at the scoreboard at one point to say the score went through. I kind of stopped paying attention. Thinking that was a guaranteed score. Instead, a little clutch up there from 04, just enough to stop it at the goal line. Otherwise, wow, what an opening that would have been from Miami. I mean, you basically made FaZe's base your base. You had 3 people stacked up around A.
Yeah, I mean, you have had no room to breathe, right? We saw it in map number 1.
Breathing's important.
Yeah, I mean, map number 1, Simp started off 0-6, 0-7. Same here with a Booza. Just map control on Scar has been all heretics. As well, it was the first 2 maps. Now pushing this EMP towards A again.
Yeah, it just feels like if there's 2 guys that can't have a dud, it's probably Simp and Booza on this current lineup. Not both of them, maybe not even one of them. 04 getting forward for the first time. Maybe you're able to breathe into your FaZe Vegas. But once again, choked out on the crossfire. Beautiful shots. The only guy left up is a Booza. I'll play from their house, try to find angles, but well, he's been sniffed out and dropped. Beautiful shot there from Metals to silence him. Metals shooting. Straight headies. Tranks lurking. Finessing. Help from Super. Beautiful sequence there. Should be EMP control plane side.
Yeah, I mean, they are just deleting FaZe right now. Headshots are coming in. FaZe is just not really finding anything when it comes to this lane column. Just trying to slow this down was Abuza, but we're just going back and forth as Rancor on the pinch finds the first. Was looking for the second, but 04 had his teammates back, but it's Super instead with the double.
Just retain control. Don't give FaZe any chance to really make a play. Couple kills in a row now for FaZe. Maybe a chance for them to at least scoop this thing and get going. Simp, he's gotten 3 straight in this push. Started to find kills. Abuza heating up as well. Trakes, though, with a big one. Maybe a big 2. Wow. I thought he had. That's a pistol from Abuza. It's actually going to finish him off. Simp the point man. Abuza following it up.
Wait, they didn't score?
Oh, my God. Simp's still here. Simp's still here. He's tracking back. Should be able to get it through.
Yeah, I was just worried. Like, where was that last spawn out? Jordan, kind of what we talked about. Just sort of these mid-map spawns. So you can see where Miami is. Trace and Metals just pushed up towards a motel and got out.
Yeah, no, sometimes you're just gonna make a decision. Give it up. Yeah. Give up the score, push out, and try to take control of their side so you can maybe just counter quickly. They haven't been able to do that. I think, FaZe, you feel pretty good considering not how the opening couple of minutes went. Yeah. The fact that you could have been down 2 to 3 almost immediately. But, I mean, Simp and Abuza got hot. They started slow, and once they turned it on, you started to see some success here for FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, when you're attacking that green side, like, sometimes you just put people into a trap, and they cannot get out of it. But Miami have done very well attacking on this side that they're on. And while they continue to do so, you have 2 players up in Trakes and Super. The players all spawned in and have to deal with the EMP. So Super's going to continue to slay, and slaying he is finally shut down by Abuza.
Even the shots there, clean little snap. I thought he was going to win that gunfight as well. Trakes had a good bit of finesse, but did enough to buy his team time to get through a second score. So you silence the little bit of a run there from FaZe. With 30 seconds remaining, FaZe get 2 kills. They've got EMP control. Their chance now to counter, make this work. Super's going to have to get it going.
He's just out of the play.
Out of the play, and not going to get into it. Nice counter cap there from FaZe Vegas, and I think you're going to see more of that, especially with the spawn outs.
Yeah, I mean, Super's just not into it. I mean, he's just kind of left his team in a 3-on-4. Again, it's one of those things where you're hoping your team finds one and then you can sort of counter on your pinch, but the problem is they all died. He took a super long route, and he was just completely out of it. And now you have a chance to take the lead if you are FaZe. Your last attack here will have the overtime, but Simp has to play his life.
Can't get it done. Can't get it done. Gets sawed down, but yeah, that's where probably it's going to get interesting sometimes when your thought when you're pushed up is like spawn kills, like how it used to be with the spawns. Now with people spawning out a little bit deeper, sometimes you're going to have to turn your head quicker and get back into.
Well, he didn't even spawn out. He just snuck through.
No, I'm talking about like the FaZe guy spawning out on the score from Miami. Yeah. Like maybe he's thinking spawn kills, but several of them spawn out and just start going forward right away.
Yeah, he's just got to get eyes on the EMP. Like, he just can't allow. He's got to go white wall and just probably find that kill. Just timings didn't work out, and instead, FaZe tied up. But yeah, I felt like this could have been a dominant half for Miami.
No, it could have been. The FaZe scores just came. There was a ton of control. It was just like literally like a 3 or 4 dead, and then they turned it into a score. Just quick hits. We'll see if Miami can have the opening to this half like they did off the break. Answer at first seems to be yes. Abuza at least able to get 1. And well, you've got eyes towards EMP, or I thought 04 did. Well, he did. He chased it down though, and he gets dropped. So possession still here to Miami. Got back to full. Nice little reposition and chow there from Tranks. A great opportunity here to put through a score. Trophy doing work. 04 doing work. Draza finds a kill as well, and that'll silence the push. Rancor able to get out at least with drone in hand.
Yeah, I mean, that's just,
back it up.
That's all about the nades there from FaZe, right? Just slowing down the attack. You had numbers, but the stuns just a little bit too much. Slow it down for Miami, and now you have to reset. So good attack use out of FaZe.
We've seen a lot of that this year. Come off spawn, hit your nades, and do the defensive work for you. Big fights towards mid for control and maybe scoring opportunity. Looks like it's well traded in favor of Miami for now. But EMP's been stalled out. For the most part, though, FaZe have been kind of pinned in.
Yeah, I mean, this is normally what kind of happens. As soon as you lose, like, motel control, mid-map control, you just kind of have to sit in the back the way that Abuza and 04 are and just sort of wait for them to push EMP and then go. Or you're just going to get spawn killed by Rancor as he's able to find the multi-kill, but they've done enough. That was the last player in that push.
Rancor, yeah, he goes Terminator and gets all 4. And yes, it's no score, but at least, well, you make sure FaZe are still pinned in just by getting those kills, right? They're also coming off spawn. You've got advantage of getting back to mid-map with your heretics. Simp burned a streak. Simp's going to call it in. I think worried about that exact thing. Like, we're all coming off of spawn. They're all going to be in their spots. Let me call them the streak and get us a little bit of position here.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they're hoping, but it may not happen. That's what we're talking about. That trap can be so tough. Simp has to invest into a streak to get him out of it. But even behind that, you already have pressure. Top green goes Tracy, finds one. Shot punches in Super with the pistol, and now you're up 1 if you were Miami.
Beautifully done. It felt like it was just a matter of time with the map control they've had. I mean, you have played from your defensive third, basically, if you are FaZe this entire time.
No, they're in hell.
Oh, absolutely in hell. Getting out and trying to get him behind will be draws, and he'll be able to stop EMP and try to take fights forward. As he gets dropped, you're kind of right back to the same position. Knives in your jugular, Gunny in your back. Everybody getting dropped, up to 6 in a row right now for Super. Hellstorm in your back pocket, up 1 with 2 minutes to play. You're feeling good.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the first half, though. Like, FaZe are just finding 1 kill, like, or the EMP, and just slowing it down. So they're still into this, but it just feels like Miami have been in their base. Well, it's now Miami's base, right?
Yeah, I know, honestly.
This entire half.
Yeah, they're leasing their base.
Yeah, no, really, they really are.
Super just earned the streak. Super's going to call it in.
Well, he dies.
He'll get picked, but we'll see what he can get behind this.
I'm trying to run this.
Nothing going to come away from the streak. They're all kind of battling defensively out of their house for now. FaZe enjoying some of the only control they've had this second half, but we learned anything in the first half. The few moments they've had to try and score usually went pretty well for them. See if they can do it again. Looks like it's not going to happen. The push going to get shut down at the wall. Super. That's a ludicrous one, just off a little jump.
I mean,
and he gets a second with the pistol.
Series.
Dude, just straight headies. That is disgusting out of Super. 30 and 17 on 4 in a row, added the streak. And well, getting more value out of your Gunny right now, pal.
Yeah, 4x multi-kill for Super, but also, 10 in the search, led the way in the hard point. Great stuff out of him, but FaZe are still here. We are not done with this, and somehow it's tied up. They have just done enough to stay alive in this game, and we are continuing on.
I don't even understand how we just went from that Super
I have no idea.
to FaZe scoring about 30 seconds later.
They might score again.
FaZe have just found these little openings in what has felt like such a Heretics-controlled map. Picking up the pinch, that'll be Simp. Super, he's been a hero. He's gonna need some more heroic moments.
Rentor's gotta be careful here. This is one of those plays where you can get caught out just completely out of it, but Metals does find one, Trace with another. So the flank will come through, but this is looking like overtime.
5 to go. You gotta be careful, though. They might just go. They might just go for the score here in the overtime. A lot of times you're playing around the kills. That might have been the case. They're just gonna send it, and they're gonna go. We hit the OT, but it is just a blink, and we are done. Miami with an unexpected 3-0. I told you, they've been the thorns on the side of this FaZe team. That was the last year, but apparently maybe it's still a thing.
And well, you saw that Rentor play set up, right? I mean, everybody from FaZe's motel side, he goes all the way through playing through green. And if like Trakes or Metals don't find a kill, maybe he gets isolated. Instead, it sets up the final push because he gets one, then he can just go spawn kill. And so Super's like, let's just go. No overtime, we're running this thing.
No, I think like Simp picked up the first person on a route and he thought like, okay, nobody else is taking a route. All the focus goes forward, then Rancor makes the play. Super a series, 4,000 damage in that. He had
probably his best series all year.
A monster series. It seems like he lives to play against these guys. Incredible effort out of him. And on the FaZe side, I mean, I think Abuza had like a couple okay respawns, but it was not a good looking series for them at all.
No, I mean, we stuck on Scar all 3 maps. I mean, again, Hardpoint and Search have been pretty solid for FaZe, but they haven't played a lot of Overload on this map, and you can kind of see Miami took it to them.
Yeah. So, I mean, part of that, you'd say FaZe testing some stuff, at least with the overload, but not really the case for the first two, is you end up dropping. So an ugly series loss for them, a fantastic series win for Miami. Kind of expected more from FaZe after the tournament run they made to a top 3.
Yeah, true, but Miami, you just see the work they're putting in.
Putting in the work, and they're improving. Des, take us through the final one.
Whoops. Allie, we forgot what day it was coming into tonight's matches.
Did we?
Friday.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. It hits again as another upset dings in. A 3-0 is the biggest surprise as everyone on the desk and the fans went with FaZe. It's Miami walking away with the dub. General Manager Ogre 2 celebrating here in Columbus, Ohio. A lot of smiles from the Miami fans.
Yeah, and you know, talk about coming into what we knew would be a good game. I was predicting, a game 5, going back and forth, and this Miami team, though, they've just had such great strides forward, especially in hardpoint. I mean, you saw that first Scar able to just dominate them, pin them back green the entire game, and in this one as well, like Rencor and Super balling out with the ARs in hand, just making plays, like highlights.
Was this Super's best matchup? The casters mentioned this has to be one of his best.
Definitely one of his best. I don't remember who it was against, but when he had that series where he was just hitting insane snipes, I feel like that one sits really close.
He's
as
had
well.
a few 16-kill search and destroy games.
Yes,
as well.
that point. It's just like the consistency that Rencor and Super have been able to show since last year is just unbelievable. They are easily probably the most difficult AR duo to go up against because it's not often that you catch them slacking. And when they put up numbers, dude, I mean, it's 1.2s, it's 1.3s. They got 80% opening duel win rates. Like, it's very, very difficult to outgun these guys. And on top of that, if you go back to map number 2, Metals was a first blood demon today. I don't know if he was channeling his inner Abizi, but he was not losing any of these initial gunfights when usually this guy's winning them like 25% of the time. So big leaps and bounds for him in the search and destroy. I think this is a huge win for Miami here.
There's Tranks popping off. How is his shot recently, Allie?
Fantastic. I feel like everybody on Miami has been playing really well.
Hitting all the shots.
Yeah, I love what I saw from this team, especially in the search and destroy. Like, they're one of the teams that'll show us strats other teams won't do. Like, they went B twice on that map, and like both were executed at a high level. Like, one of them obviously was the nade, but after that they go back to the B push, and it works again.
Let's go to our scuff play of the game. Ant, you called this one out live. You said it's a bait nade. Walk me through it.
I mean, listen, this is an unintentional awesome play. I've seen Nade's teammate. You never want that to happen, but the bait gets thrown out there. It's like, okay, FaZe, we'll give you guys a man advantage, and then what happens from there is just all out chaos. It's hilarious to see. But you see the Semtex over in on the guy on plane. Oh no!
Not your fault. You didn't expect to double jump back. He was patient.
But look what happens after that. It's like, okay, all right, we're going to play aggressive because we got numbers. Rips one over by P5, finds another one up top in 04, and now we got B push. And then later in this map, they go back to the B play because they realize that there's only one guy in Draza, and who was that? You said the guy getting the first blood medals, runs up and just rips Draza for first blood, get the bomb down, they win.
And the interesting point about Miami and S&D is they're like one of the only teams that actually really splits bomb sites. They're at about 30% on their planning A and B, where most teams are sitting at like A heavy 30%, B side maybe 10-15% of the time. So it's not easy to predict them on attack.
Well, I got to ask the man who joins us now live. Rancor, welcome to the show. First off, maybe called it before the match began. He said, since you joined Miami, this team has always given FaZe problems. Why do you do this to Simp? What's going on?
I think it's the new El Clásico. No more Optic against FaZe. I think we were the Clásico against FaZe and against Optic. I don't know why. We have a really good matchup against them, and we are very comfortable playing them.
You looked it.
Yeah, Rencor, dude, you've been unbelievable this year, man, picking up right where you left off. And it seems like you're just overall loving this game. I've seen you grind in the stream. I think you're top 5 in rank play right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. So where does Black Ops 7 stand in all the Call of Duties you've played?
I think it's probably my best game because I'm more mature now in terms of the gameplay, not just the gun skill. And I'm enjoying a lot with my guys, obviously, playing this game. And yeah, for me, I think it's the best game.
Hell yeah.
It's always a pleasure to watch Miami play. I mean, you guys just play at a pace that is just not many of the teams in our league can keep up with. And it was unfortunate to see where you guys landed during Major 1, so I kind of want to pick your brain. Where do you think Miami kind of stands right now? Like, if 100% is like you guys are going to beat everybody and make it take a trip home, where do you think Miami is right now?
I I think the last year we can beat everyone on the league. I think we are one of the best teams in the league. Especially we are improving a lot in respawn, and we were the best SND of the best SND team of the world last year, and we are doing the same shit this year. And I think probably I'll say on top 4, top 3, I don't know, top 1, top 2, yeah.
We'll be in for that number 1 soon, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Rancor, final question. I was asking Nameless about this. Normally, when someone comes into Call of Duty, they would think in Search and Destroy, you would want the subs, the fastest guys to get out there and plant the bomb. For anyone who's jumping into ranked play and playing Search and Destroy, why do you, as an AR player, plant it on Scar?
Because I can do whatever I want. I mean, I'm running with the bomb. I'm planting the bomb. My guys are flanking, are lurking, everything. I don't mind.
Working out. Well, I'm gonna watch your gameplay, and hopefully, I'll get to your rank one day.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
He's top 4 in the world. At least that is the game plan right now. Rancor, a superhero since coming into the league.
Yeah.
He popped off in his home country of Spain, and ever since then, Miami has been a threat in this league. Question, you had him where in your power rankings, and do you move him up after this win?
Oh, Miami, we had 6th, I believe, 6th or 7th. Yeah, I mean, they're in the mix. It's hard. Yeah. I mean, once you get to 5, it's very, very difficult. So yeah, they're in that mix, right around there, 4, 5, 6.
Definitely help their case whenever.
I can't do it yet.
First day of matches here for stage 2. Let's take a look back, Alley Cat, and walk me through the first one as we see Optic with a 3-0 beatdown on Boston.
The only match of the day that made most sense is Optic Texas coming off of that second placing at their home major back in Texas. They come with a big win. Mercules, same stuff, different day. I mean, just one of the best ARs in the league, if not the best, just putting down the numbers. I will say a lot of life out of Shotzi today as well. Played incredibly well across all 3 game modes. He was sitting there right there with Mercules, dropping 30s, going 8 and 3. So big stuff for Optic. On the flip side for Boston Breach, I showed some fight, but their S&D has just been so bad.
And a wise man once said, losing is learning. Did Boston learn anything today in this loss?
Yeah, I would hope it. Chris, I would also hope a lot of, some of the teams that you would consider in firepower terms, like undermanned versus Optic, that they adjust the way that they play. Like when I was watching that hardpoint, flip the map earlier, concede a couple of points, and get yourself in a favorable position because you're just getting farmed the first half of that game. Yeah, but flip the map entirely, especially on that Scar. And I saw it twice today. Okay. Teams got to learn, especially when you're going up against a team like Optic.
Big shocker of the day. This is where all the fans went wrong. But first, we got to show some highlights and love to Nero. The Carolina Royal Raven goes back to his online ways, a plus 24 as he joins Mercules and Super as the top performers on Friday. Carolina, though, this is the squad to look out for in the online qualifiers?
100%, absolutely. They might be them when it comes to online.
Yeah, they walked away with a 3-0. Let's walk you through how they did it against Koi, and I want you to keep an eye on Insight throughout this series towards the end. Did he disconnect? Was a rage quit? Is there problems in the Toronto camp? There's a lot of buzz on Twitter right now, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, to that point, from everything that we've seen, there's definitely turmoil. 100%. To what degree, we don't know, but we've seen tweets, seen him leave the game, and then their gameplay just speaks volumes. I mean, dude, they're getting collateral sniped running down long with no nades in the sky. Yeah. That's a problem. And even if there were, there's more than likely a trophy at that round in the game, right?
Like, we're not watching corners.
Exactly.
This play was just difficult to watch because it's like, now you know the guy's there. Why is nobody out channeling? It just doesn't look like the team that's kind of been gatekeeping, I feel like, the top 4 in the past couple of years anymore.
Yeah, and this is the first time in the history of the CDL that Toronto have lost 6 straight matches.
Oof.
The first time in CDL history that has happened. So they're at a crossroads and they're in unfamiliar territory.
There's a lot of drama bringing Real over from Miami Heretics into the Toronto Koi camp. We wonder, will he return to a Spanish squad? It doesn't seem like this is a comfortable fit right now, or will he be able to step up and be that superstar SMG that they signed him to be? As you look at the numbers, we've got 3 teams sitting at 0-1 and a few surprises as Miami Heretics and the Royal Ravens are in the top 3 for now. Tomorrow, we have 4 more matches coming our way, though.
Yeah, and remember, everybody plays everybody. The bottom 2 will not be going to Birmingham. Tiebreakers are going to be massive. You're playing teams that are around your sort of tier. You got to be able to win, so huge win for Carolina today.
Allie, as we take a look at the future, what are you excited for as we close out the first week of Stage 2?
I'm excited to see LA Thieves, to be honest, to see if there truly is a huge change off of putting Genny on the bench.
LA Thieves, a lot of pressure on Neum. I know a lot of people are excited to see what Cloud9 can do, if anything. Also, Vancouver Surge, we all thought they were dead in the water. They showed a proof of life back at Major 1. They take on Neum and the Thieves to close out tomorrow's schedule. And, of course, the big talk, G2 versus Optic. Is G2 a real threat off of land back online? With Gentlemates taking on the Falcons. Which of those two matches goes to a Game 5?
Gentlemates Falcons.
Gentlemates Falcons?
Gentlemates Falcons.
Boom. There we have it.
Maybe.
Day 1 is in the books. Let us know in the chat how you did on predictions. We sucked today, but we're doing better tomorrow. Join us for a perfect 4-0 sweep from all three of us.
You wish.
We back for another one. Another one. Here we go. Come on like that. We back for another one. Here we go. We back on the scene like we never left. Time to go put them back on the shelf. No, we do not need permission. We came in alone, now we leaving here by ourselves. Now nobody wanna play me. Everybody think I'm crazy. Guess I gotta live up to it. Nothing but to do it. Hear me out. Let's go. They know we done been there before. Been there before. They know I done been there before. I think we gon' do it again. Do it again. I think we gon' do it again. I'm ready to go for the win. Go for the win. Tell them let's do it again. Point the phone. Point the phone. Let's do it again. Do it again. You know what we doing. You know what we doing. Do it again. Do it again. Tell them I'm here for another one. Another one. Let's win. Let's do it again. Do it again. Come on like that. Let's do it again. Do it again. Come on like that. Do it again. Do it again. Tell them I'm here for another one. Tell them let's do it again.
Escúchame.
Yeah.
Nah, that's that 61 ping bull. That's what that is.
I'm fucking voice comes. I'm pushing big right now.
Oh!
You shoot, Matt.
I am sorry. You are the goat, I swear. I am so sorry.
He just apologized.
Shit. Nigga? All you gotta do is check it. If he's on the bomb, we lost.
I can't play with you. I can't play with you. I can't play with you, bro. You are ass.